this Christmas Day. So tell me, Christmas, are we kind? More this day than any other day? Or is it only in our minds? And must it leave when you have gone away? It's different now, it's changed somehow, and now you're here to stay. She's coming home this Christmas Day. The world that doesn't seem the same in a single night. You know it all had changed. Everything is now as it should be. I had the ornament, I had the perfect tree, I had the string of lights, I had a chance to see everything that my heart thought could be. For all the dreams, you were the first I knew, and every other one was a charade of you. You stayed close when I was far away. And in the darkest night, you always were the stars, who always took us in, no matter who we are. So she's coming home this Christmas Day.
All right, how we doing? See, we got ourselves an early sign-in. What's going on? I'm going to try and do this as smoothly as possible. You ready for this? 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 I think you're ready for this, right? I think you're ready for this. I think we're all ready for this. Okay. All right, how we all doing today? All two of you wonderful people out there. TV land. Some of us from all over the world for coming in. We got playing a little Trans-Siberian Orchestra to get things warmed up. Figure you just can't kick off with me showing up right away, right? Got to keep you guys waiting a little bit. So crack open a holiday Mountain Dew. Join yours truly for the second annual, I just made this up last year, Christmas Fireside Chat. Disclaimer, there is no real fire here, thanks to certain laws and things. I can't actually set a fire, but even so. Hey, what's up, Randy? Is it Halloween already again? That was not a Halloween song. That was Trans-Siberian Orchestra's She's Coming Home this Christmas Day. They even say this Christmas Day in the song. Hey, what's up, Randy? Thank you for also joining. So, yeah, this is going to be a lot of fun today. Well, it always is. Is it Halloween? Or it's that time of year again. Time for the spooky things to come out and play. If you're Jack Skellington, that is. Thanks for tuning in, Randy and Bex. I was not sure if Mr. Go. What is this? Randy, what is this? Like my 4th out of 5 days of streaming between the gaming and this today? I don't even remember what I played last night. Something. I played something on the Xbox. Yeah, and that will continue pretty soon. Hello, hello. Vigets. Oh, gosh. Sweet color scheme. Oh, thank you. Thank you. This is actually a friend of mine gave me this a couple years ago. In fact, I'm hoping she logs on to the stream as well. Let me get the whole picture for you guys. This is my Sonic the Hedgehog's Christmas sweater, because as you guys know, I love me some Sonic the Hedgehog, and I love me some Christmas, and that is the topic of today. I don't know why I said topic like a British guy. This is the topic of the day, of the night, of the year, because I don't know about you guys, but this has been a very, very tricky year for all of us, really. Can't get enough. What's the Mountain Dew flavor? This is Mountain Dew Merry Mashup, if you're looking for it. I actually don't know how I found it. It's hard to describe what it is. It says it's cranberry pomegranate. It doesn't really taste like cranberry pomegranate, but it's got a nice relaxing sensation to it, and that's kind of the vibe I wanted for this video, so I figured why not just kind of go for it. I also drink this on a lot of my most recent Twitch streams, which is what keeps me so calm, cool, and collected during those. So I might be doing a little panning around the room at some point, just to kind of show some of the other Christmas Central stuff, so you're not just looking at me the whole time. But also, if you guys have any other questions, comments, concerns, feel free to voice those at any time. How much snow you got? Oh God, we got close to a foot up here. I'm not sure where you're at, Randy, but I'm sure you got your fair share as well. Had a little trouble, more than a little trouble, getting into work today, but did go to work, notably late, as did everybody. But yeah, no, made it through. Hyundai Elantra and all. You like Sonic? I didn't know. Yeah, you did. Hey, even people around the world know that I like Sonic now. It's not just a local thing. Is my volume too loud, by the way? I notice it's kind of metering a little high. I don't know if that comes through or not, because I had to mute my computer speakers. I'm running this through my HD Vixia camera today. I'm not using my webcam because I figured I need the colors to be pretty great. Oh, thank you, Randy. Thank you. You're pretty great yourself. Give it up for Randy, everybody, ladies and gentlemen. Well, what's going on? I know it's kind of late where you are, Beck, so I won't wait too long for the next portion of this video. Volume is good. Oh, that's a rarity. Maybe that's what I do. A lot of people say I'm too quiet on my other streams. But, you know, we got Christmas in the City this year, so that was a new and interesting take. I do have a loud voice. That is very true. Got Christmas in the City. Once again, we're going to see my awesome camera skills on display for this. Watch out. So, we got my Chrysler building. We got ourselves the old bibliotech library, the store, aforementioned Chrysler building. Keep in mind, I'm doing this within like a 6-inch radius, so not much to really capture there. Hey-o. Yeah, okay, it kind of does feel like Halloween, doesn't it? Better than a black screen. Oh my God, that was so terrible. That was like, I was out for like, what, 5 minutes, 10 minutes? Luckily, I have the gift of gab and the improv to kind of get through it, but one thing I do want to go, this is intense, yeah, hey, this was a fun time last year. Maybe I'm jinxing it now, expecting it to be the same. What did I put my Mountain Dew? I lose a soda. There it is. This was a fun time last year. Maybe I'm kind of hoping for too much that it's going to be a fun time again this year, but Christmas, man, what's the deal with that? What's everybody's deal with Christmas? You love it? You hate it? Do you wish there were, less darn Hallmark movies on TV? I know I do. And I like Christmas. You put on those Hallmark movies and it's like, damn, even I'm getting sick of this now. They have like, and every title's like a Christmas thing. A Christmas Story, a Christmas Box, Christmas Dream, the Christmas City. Like everything's like, you just got Christmas in the title. Like it's just lazy. And it's always about like somebody struggling, I just want to make Christmas special because it's the most wonderful time of the year. And if I don't, then everyone will be doomed. Oh, but wait, something magical happened and now Christmas is saved. I digress. I do love Christmas. But, yeah, this is intense. Well, I appreciate that. If you really wanted to see intense, I am just looking forward to the Christmas food. Oh, I'm glad you mentioned that. Because that actually gets me into the segue for one of my first questions. That's right. You will be quizzed in this. My first questions, or well, not my first question, but I was thinking of like stuff I could talk about at Christmas that I don't always talk about. So like, what are people's favorite Christmas foods? Food and drink even. Besides the obvious. Because there's eggnog and ham and fruit cake and all the stuff you think of for Christmas. Like, I thought of some like weird stuff that maybe isn't Christmas food, but for some reason I associate it with Christmas. Oh, hold on, looks like I got a couple more people in here. We got Quaffle Boy, what's up? Where's the fire? I knew somebody was going to ask that, and I already addressed that in the beginning of the video. We got fire? No, stop. Hey, what's up, Leia? We got fire. Like I said, they don't let me have fire. All I want for Christmas is food. Bread and water. Well, Nils, gee, I'm getting a lot of people here today. That's great to see. Nils, is this the same Nils that I played Mario Kart with, or is this somebody else? Because I remember a Nils. But I didn't know we were associated on YouTube. Not that I mind. I'm enjoying the international exposure here. Tell your friends. Bread and water. You guys are really boring. You guys are really... I mean, specifically Christmas, not sustenance. Well, I just got off work, lel. No. Fireside chat is like, it's just like a metaphor. In fact, I actually got it from, I think it was like, not that any of us were alive for it, but I think it was like President Franklin Roosevelt who had the fireside chats, like over the radio. I don't know why I remembered that. It's one of the few things I remember from history class. And it was basically like the President of the United States just like talking to people through the radio. So I'm like, fireside chat. I like the idea of that. And, there is a fireplace behind me, coincidentally, but that's not quite the same. I'm not insinuating that I'm a president or any big figure, although I like to think so. You're talking to the CEO of Buy Productions one-on-one, nothing between us. Nils could maybe go with a different name. Okay, so I do know this person, maybe. Maybe not. If it's the Nils. Well, I'm friends with the Nils on Switch. I have their friend code, although they're almost never on. What's up with that, by the way? We had such a good Mario Kart game. I didn't come here for a history lesson. This is electrifying. Randy, you are so easy to impress. Just wait till I pick up my guitar if you want to hear electrifying. Where's the booze? Well, I got my Mountain Dew Liberty... Not Liberty Brew. Why do I keep referencing that nightmare? This is Merry Mashup. I don't know. Put some alcohol in this. Leia wants to see the tree. I bet she does. Alright, well. Keep in mind, I have very limited access to moving the camera. Just bear with me here. I actually want to try something. This is probably a terrible idea. Oh yeah. You want to see the tree? You can't handle the tree. Yeah, this was a bad idea. This was a very bad idea. Also, fun fact, let's see if I can save this from falling apart. Yay! You guys can't see what I'm doing, but I had to catch the Elgato before it fell off the friggin' shelf. If I raise this high enough, note to self, buy longer HDMI cable, you can see that up here in the drive-thru movie theater is an actual movie, which is old Christmas videos playing. Oh, what's playing tonight in the Bobby Christmas Central Theater? Why, it looks like Christmas 2018. Don't ask how I know that. I've just seen these videos too many times. I have no idea what people are commenting right now because I'm too busy trying to make sure I don't pull this HDMI cord out and screw my stream like I did last night. But I digress. If my friend John Lee were here, I could tell him that I'm using his little reindeer guy because that was a gift from him. I always like to let people know that their gifts are being used, because a lot of times you get a gift from somebody or vice versa, and you don't know if they ever use it. Like, oh, I got you like a coffee strainer. It's like, yeah, did you use it? Like, did you drink coffee? I don't even know. It looked good in the store. I got a good deal on it. But is it worthwhile? So this is my way to show, and I know my friend Corey can see I'm obviously wearing this. This is where the magic appears. So, is there a squirrel in the tree? Okay, so that is a very valid question. I addressed this last year. And yes. I mean, no. Like, it's not literally a squirrel, but yes. So, this is kind of a, well, not that crazy of a joke, but where's the Home Depot? Oh, where's the Home... yeah, I'm not even going to attempt to point the camera in that direction with how short this cable is. Bags, hey, Leia, what's going on here? I got like half a Discord on here. Alright, anyway. You know, the squirrel was a reference to this squirrel that was in our attic for a couple of years, and we like couldn't get rid of it, we couldn't find it. Somehow it just got out on its own. So my mom got my dad this ornament, like, hey, we finally caught the squirrel. And that's actually the story. I don't know why I thought that was a funnier story. It's actually not really that funny at all, but you're the one who brought up the squirrel, so the Einhornchen. So there you go. I digress again, and I'm not even trying to make this professional anymore. I tried with the little professional musical interlude and all that stuff. You know what? I'm just going to do stuff now. What I wanted to do, and there's enough people here now to do it. And again, I don't know how well this is going to come out on camera. The Christmas Elite is here. It really is a party. If I get more than like 3 viewers, that's a party. 3 is a crowd, 4 is a party. I want to see if I can get this. See if I can find an empty branch or something, because I want to hang an ornament right now. A brand new ornament that I got for this year. First time I've done this in front of people, so I'm a little shy about it. Actually, I streamed my entire Christmas setup from last year, so I don't even know what I'm talking about. I just wanted to know what else was Bullocks. Alright, alright. Really hope. There we go. I got my own intro music in my head. At least it worked on me. But yeah, if you guys have any questions about some of the random stuff in this room, I got the toy cars, but I have no way to really show them. Alright, here we go. This Christmas Elite is here. Already read that. Okay, so you guys know, and I'm going to talk about this in the next segment, even though there are no segments, I'm making this up as I go along. Is there even free space on the tree? Another valid question. So, you guys know I love Coke, especially during the Christmas time, so I thought I would get myself this little Coca-Cola ornament, which I will now go ahead and mount on the tree for all to see. Another disclaimer, I have to tell you that that is not a real can of Coke. But there you go. Got product placement, we got me talking about Sonic. It's pretty much the usual affair at this point. Oh god, I don't even care anymore. I mean, I do care and I don't care. I feel like if this was more professional, you guys would, like, lose some respect for me, because it would be like, ah, Bobby sold out. But you know what? I didn't sell out. I'm still one person in a room talking about Christmas. I'm just a boy to tell a girl that I love Christmas. Whatever the line is from that stupid movie that everybody quotes. Alright, alright. Any questions for me? Fancy. Yeah, I was trying to find an ornament. I mean, actually, I find a lot of ornaments. I was trying to find an ornament that, like, I didn't have already, that was, like, kind of a unique thing that I haven't somehow represented. I got, like, 3 Sega ornaments on here. I've got a Pontiac Firebird replica. I've got the squirt gun, which I know my friend Frankie loves because he gave me that squirt gun. Yes, he gave me a squirt gun, a very small squirt gun for one of my birthdays, so I made it into an ornament. It's like one of those dollar store squirt guns that just shoots like 1 spritz of water. Where are the sponsorships? Well, today's episode, as you well know, is brought to you by Mountain Dew Merry Mashup. If you gotta drink something Christmassy, may as well make it this. And Coca-Cola. Just drink it. We don't have a slogan. We don't need a slogan. Also, a special shout out to the Amazon Dot for playing our intro music. I'm actually surprised me saying Amazon didn't trigger it. Yo, Amazon! Wake up, you jerk. Alright. So, there you go. I thought I was going to have a little snarky response for that. Oh, I don't think I got the volume up. Anyway. Yeah, who doesn't love the Amazon Echo, right? Thing does everything but makes the dinner. This stream is sponsored by Sega. Don't make me do it, Bex. You're going to make me do it, aren't you? Okay. Well, I know exactly what to do. You guys want Sega? I got you, Sega. Things are happening. So, this little guy here is actually from the Sonic Mania Collector's Edition, and I put him out every Christmas, because, you know, why not? Alexa, this is so sad! So this is Sonic featuring his somewhat authentic Sega Genesis bass. I really like this guy. Put a little Santa hat on him, but the reason I brought him out is because if you listen carefully... There you go. You know what? I'm keeping this. Stay there, Sonic. Be good. And where did I put my soda? God, this is terrible. This is just... Every time I turn around, the soda goes missing. Yeah, no, I got a lot of product placement in this room. Between the video game stuff, the Coke stuff, the M&Ms. Who doesn't love the M&M mascots? The red and yellow guy. The yellow one's kind of dopey. The red one's like, he's always in a bad mood because he's a freaking M&M. Can't imagine that's a great lifestyle, just walking around worried about getting eaten all the time. In fact, as long as I feel like I'm on QVC, it's like, and now, our next product. For those of us who are overseas, QVC is a home shopping network. I don't know if that is widely known. Sorry I brought this upon you all. Yeah, it's too late now. So yeah, my love for the M&M characters, and I know what you're thinking, I have the red one. Chiaki Nanami. It's Bobby. It's Chiaki Nanami. I'm not gonna lie, I have no idea who you are, but thank you for watching. You got Nugget Coke, I do not have Nugget Coke. Frankie, no one's gonna understand that. QVC, why not? I'll buy that. I'll buy that. Another reference that's gonna go completely over most people's heads. I'll Buy That was a video series made by Quaffle Boy and myself. Check him out on YouTube at Quaffle Boy Productions. I'm not really dispelling anything. The M&Ms are like Harry and Mary of Home Alone. Why am I trying to remember, like, what? Weren't those the parents? I only... The most iconic Christmas ad of the M&Ms is when they're both trying to find Santa or whatever. They're like, do you think Santa exists? And it's like, oh, no, not really. And then Santa finds them. He's like, they do exist. And then they both faint. And the yellow M&M just goes, Santa? It almost sounds like Patrick. I'm so sorry, it is me. Okay, yeah, you had a completely different name. Your name is usually Remharts, or I think you had Yamato or something, or Yamada. Whatever your name was there. I should have figured with the anime name. Hey, what do you think of this sweater? What do you think of the sweater, Corey? Is it too much? Too much? I think it might be too much. No, I love the sweater. I've loved this sweater since you gave it to me. To be perfectly honest with you. Harry and Marv, I'm sorry, I can't read. I do remember the burglars. Yeah, but the M&Ms don't get, like, ransacked or attacked by little kids, so it ends happier for them. At least they don't get eaten. I do love that M&M's ad where the red M&M is Danny DeVito. He turns into a human. He's like, "Do you want to eat me?" That is my gamer name. Oh, you're in gamer mode. We're not even on Twitch. But okay, I'll go with that. I'll buy that. Well, we got a lot of people here today. I always feel like there's more pressure when there's more people. It's not actually Corey. It's my fake account I made. Lol. That's impossible. That's impossible because you just typed and then they just typed. So I'm going to assume that that's her. And it might be too much. I'm glad you like it. I love it, to be perfectly honest with you. I've always wanted a Christmas sweater in general. It just so happens to be a Sonic one. Okay, I'm going to put this M&M down before people get the wrong idea about what this is and they think I'm selling toys or something. Because I ain't selling any of this stuff. This is my stuff. But I've spent way too much time on this stream just talking about me. I want to hear about you guys and gals and what you're doing for Christmas this year, where you'll be going. Read us a poem. All right, give me a poem to read. Like just put one up on the screen. Read us a poem. You know, Uli, that not everything could be your professional poetry reading. Let's see. The leaves are green. The sky is blue. It's Christmas time, and so are you. Like no. That's not what we're here to do today. My character that I go by that you see here. Oh, that's cool. Read a poem. Apparently it's John. That's cool. That's cool. Now, I was going to mention the birthday bash, although a few people might not know what that is, but there are a few people in this stream that will be at the birthday bash, I'm happy to say, on Sunday. We are doing a completely new video game theme. I'm really excited to see you guys, especially, I want to see the people cosplaying. My phone died again. Well, apparently not. Well, don't tell me you missed the tree, because I'm not doing that shot again. Just rewind the stream. Read the John... Oh my god. Can you imagine? I have them on my phone. Can you imagine if I just, like... Oh my... See, I know if I do it, you're going to tell John I'm doing it, and then he's going to log on and get all mad. But I have John's poems on my phone. I could read one. But I'm not. I can't. A lot of them wouldn't even make sense. They don't make sense to me, and I know John. Like, I'm blue, da-boo-dee, da-boo-die, dee-da-boo-dee, da-boo-die. I've actually got, like, color-changing lights in here if I wanted to. I've got a lot of stuff in here that I don't even really use. Like, as grandiose as this is, I could actually make it more grandiose. That's what I wanted to show off. Or not show off, but, well, maybe show off. This is fun. I appreciate you guys joining me. I know it's kind of late for some of you. I know some of you just have better things to do. See, that's what I mean. See, you're going to bed. Bedtime for little Germans. Have a good night, Bex. Thanks for joining us. Gute Nacht. But before we do have you leave, I'm going to show you how I could actually turn off the lights on here with the press of a single button. In fact, I can turn off every light in here just with a couple buttons. All right, that. You went. Now that everyone's here, I can show you this. My phone just turned off. Well, I'm trying to remember at what point did I show everybody that. Let's see. It's a little dark in here now. That's a little bit better. Is that better? Yes. Yeah. Thanks for joining, Bex. Have a great night. And who else is thinking of leaving? Better not get any wise ideas. But, yeah, no, I completely got off track here. I believe I was asking people what their favorite Christmas foods were. Not necessarily, like, tastiest, but just things that remind you of Christmas. Certain, like, scents. Certain... I didn't want to sleep yet, Becca. That seems like a personal problem, Yuli. You know, if she wants to sleep, then she's got to sleep. You know, you gotta let her go to sleep. Yeah. What is this, one of those things where I'm not tired? You know what? I don't necessarily want these lights on. I'll turn these lights on. No, that doesn't really do much, does it? How about this? That's a little better, right? I love doing that. Why was it so dark? I got up real quick. Okay, do you want me to show you again? Because here we go. Yuli Salib. Really will not Salib. Filet mignon. That's not how you spell. That's not how you spell filet mignon. Hey, what's up? I was wondering if you'd show up. What's going on? I missed you on the mall tours this year, man. All right, so you want to know, Quaffle Boy or Corey, whoever it was, why it got so dark in here? That's because I have this remote control. So now instead of having to unplug 16 different plugs to turn all this stuff off, all I got to do is that. Boom. Look at that. Love it. Lamb, we always have that, and French salad, and see, this is what I like, because I honestly, what was I going to say? Yes, Uli, you spelled it right. No, everybody has like different stuff for Christmas. Like I know there's the usual like ham and, you know, turkey. Some people have. I've even had pasta some years because my grandmother's Italian, so we have pasta or pizza, or, you know, combination of things. So I think it's really great how, you know, you think of lamb and, you know, French salad and different kinds of potatoes. That's really cool. That is what I eat on Christmas Eve. I said before I butchered the name. You butchered the name filet mignon? I don't know what's happening. How about you, Uli? What do you eat or like to eat around this time of year? Or is it filet mignon? Of course, that's the phone again, but this time it's hopefully not a prank call. But then again, I never know. Alright, let's turn the stuff back on here. Have a good one, Bob. What, you're leaving too? Alright, fine. Be that way. Scientific. Have a good night. Thanks for watching Bobby's Fireside Chat. Don't chat too closely or you might get burned. Is Chiaki my Nami? I don't know what that means, but probably not. Probably, in fact, definitely not. Yeah, I love the blue lighting in here. Again, what was I saying? Kale. Okay, I'll be honest with you, I don't know that word. But, yeah, work tomorrow. Well, eine schonen, would it be eine schonen Nachtag? I don't know. Eine schonen Tag nach. Whatever. You know what I'm trying to say. Always kale with you. Oh, what, you eat... Oh, you eat... I forgot what kale was for a second. I thought you were trying to teach me a German word. Kale is a thing. It's that disgusting seaweed stuff. No offense. Oh, my God. You know that they can make a drink out of it, right? They call it ginger kale. No, it's not. That's what I thought you meant. No, just trust me. It's not. It's not that Nami. Although she is pretty phenomenal. But, no. Nope. Alright, I'm going to put this remote down because this is a very dangerous thing for me to have.
Okay. Alright.
I guess you guys shouldn't be surprised that in my arsenal, for the birthday bash on Sunday, I have a fog machine, which also runs by remote, a bubble machine, black lights, and a whole lot more. That's fine. You kind of snuck in here on the chat. Are you still with us? You still ready to talk some Christmas with Bob Productions? Maybe. We also got Quaffle Boy. Am I forgetting anybody? Leia's here. I know Leia's here. We got 7 viewers, which I am not used to seeing. Thank you very much. I'm here all night. Try the veal. Participants. Yeah, we got some people today. We got some people. Oh, lol, my bad. That's not your bad. I don't know. There's always a lag between what I say and what people respond to, so I never know. And we almost need a reply feature like on Discord so I know what you're replying to, because I'll just say something and then like an hour later I'll get the answer. Don't play with electricity, kids, especially not with me. Oh, you don't want to see that. There's actually other lights in here. And it's funny that I'll just go ahead and say this right now. You don't want to meet Jesus today, no, but his birthday is next week. I don't know if you've heard of this. It's called Christmas. It celebrates the birth of Christ, and that is another important pillar of the holiday. And we're dropping viewers right now because I'm getting religious on you. I don't know. View counts are always really screwy. I've seen my views go from like 3 to 8 to 7 to 5 to 2 to 6, like literally within like seconds. So before we lose everybody, we probably will lose everybody. I really should have brought a guitar pick, but I did bring a guitar. Or there is a guitar in the vicinity, I should say. Which I will grab right after this. Oh, here. I bet some of you didn't know I could play guitar. Yeah, me neither. But, let's see. It's even blue. It kind of goes with the theme of the room. It's even out of tune, which goes with the theme of me. Show the tannin. I already showed the Tannenbaum. Yeah, but he'll have to be in self-isolation for 2 weeks. Who has to be? Did somebody get sick? I hope not. Oh, that's awful. I'm just going to do this by ear, which means it's probably not going to be right. Uli, if you are still here, I apologize because I know you're kind of a musical guy and I'm not. Well, that's awful. I don't know music that well, but I know when it sounds wrong. I'm just doing this right now to kill some time. I didn't see it this live stream. You guys are killing me. Nami, you're gonna see it like in 2 days or 3 days. Yeah, that's so off. You guys can stop me anytime. Those two are right. That's a little off. And we got Barney Stimpleton from Twitch. It's amazing how my people follow me from all these different platforms. These last two are off. They're so off that I can't even picture what it's supposed to be. No. I have a tuner, I just don't feel like going to get it. What's essentially just going to be a quick gag or two. Oh yeah, play Stairway, sure. Christmas, how many people are on this stream right now? Holy crap. Play Freebird, yeah, that ain't happening. This is what I get. Play... okay, I'll play Sonic, yeah, I'll just do. You know what? I got the next best thing. Actually, I don't know if this is even gonna work. Amazon. Play Studiopolis Zone.
Here's Studiopolis Zone from Sonic Mania by Ben Briggs on Amazon Music.
That's a remix. Alright, I can get down to this. Okay. It's not the original, but... Alright. Oh, I might actually use this for my party. This is kind of cool. Yeah. I'm putting the guitar away. Putting a point. Oh, this is kind of grooving. I mean, it's better than... You still won't let that one go. Play Blockbuster on guitar. I mean, most of those songs were like on an acoustic guitar, so it wouldn't be possible. Okay, I'm just gonna let this song finish. I didn't realize this was so good. Go! Oh, they even mixed into like Michael Jackson Goes. Go, 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 go! YOLO, Michael Jackson's Moonwalker. Can't imagine why I don't get more views. Probably site would make have a... Oh, thank you. Thank you very much, Leia. And yes, I did understand that. Glad you liked it. I'll probably have some more video of it soon. I'm going to try and turn this down a little bit. Oh, now we'll went into Act 2. That is a really good mix. I just sent Studiopolis Zone into this thing. Yes, schlaf gut. Schlaf gut, meine Freunde. Der Seite ist jetzt Zeit für Tanzer. Ja, feel free free to jump in any time. This really is, this both is and isn't my forum. Like, I'm talking, but you guys can feel free to interject anytime. I thought your name was Leia F1 for Formula 1. It's just Leia 11. I don't know if there's any significance to the 11. All right. Well, I feel like the SNL skit, What Up With That? I don't know if anyone's seen that, where they like start talking about a topic and they just start breaking into, no, we are not drinking Liberty Brew. I did it last year. I seem to do it at random times. Somehow there's still like 3 bottles left. I think I gave one to Dane. Danny, don't get me, don't hit me there. Don't hit me there, Corey. I know it's not whiteout. There is no Mountain Dew whiteout. I mean, there is somewhere. Somewhere I like to think that Mountain Dew's got a factory of it. And that they're just waiting for the right time to unleash it. Is anybody hearing like the background noise from Christmas Central, by the way? Because like there's like everything in here, even if I'm completely silent, there's like whirring and motors and stuff. It's not exactly natural, but that's whatever. Yeah, God, who remembers that moment? Some people were there. That's Fine was there. Actually, I don't know if he was still at the party at that point. I want to say he was. Obviously, Quaffle and Nami were there when I got the whole case of Mountain Dew Whiteout and I started flipping out. That was a moment. That was a fun moment. Speaking of my birthday bash, I've actually got one of the gift bags right here that's going to be going to one of my friends. I don't know if you can read it on the camera. It's not yours, Frankie or Corey, but if I'm being honest, all Mountain Dew... Really? All Mountain Dew except original is good? Oh, I disagree there. The original, to me, is the best flavor. Whiteout's my favorite alternate flavor, followed closely by Pitch Black, which was the grape flavor that won a pretty much useless vote in 2016. Don't get me started on the Dewmocracy. But to be honest, and I made a whole rant about this, and I could still make one. Mountain Dew needs to stop making 24 different flavors and just focus on their core product. And stop yanking away the flavors that people like and just inventing new ones, playing some sick game with our heads. I'm on to you, Pepsi. We're all on to you. And together, me and my 6 viewers from all around the world are going to complain about it on a YouTube video that you won't watch. So yeah, take that. What were we talking about again? Christmas foods, Christmas things. Here's one I thought of that isn't really like a Christmas food per se, but for some reason I think of it. Popcorn. Yeah. Like, you see those Christmas tins of popcorn? Like, and I didn't get it at first, and then I'm like, you know what? I kind of do like popcorn more in the winter, particularly during Christmas time. I don't know, maybe just because I watch so many movies, popcorn's just delicious, but something about popcorn, it's so light and fluffy and relaxing, you know? You don't really think about that as Christmas food. That's when I said Christmas food. I didn't mean like the whole meal. I meant like, you know, like little stuff like that, you know? Those Ferrero Rocher chocolates are really good. And for anything covered in chocolate. Chocolate-covered pretzels kind of remind me of Christmas. Then, of course, for drinks, there's the Coca-Cola, which is just good marketing on their part. Because of Santa and the polar bears drinking the freaking Coke. There's all kinds of Coke references all over my Christmas setup. I got a Coke factory. I got the Coke soda fountain. I actually got that at the Yankee Candle Store last year. I got a couple other Coke things this year. It's just kind of, it's great. I love the whole Christmas aesthetic, no matter how you go about it. Now this year I went about it a completely different way. Those of you who may remember my setup last year, it was like really intense, full of like bright colors and lights and stuff, and that's still the case this year, but it's more subdued in context with that one. I mean, subdued for me is still like ridiculous, but and I knew that going in. I knew, you know, I wasn't going to try to even beat last year's setup. That wasn't the point. It's not about making a better setup, it's about making a different setup. And I always try to emphasize that every year, that every Christmas is a new one. It's not about, you know, how much better or worse can it be than the last one. It's just about making this Christmas 2020 in this case, the best Christmas that it can be. And it will be, because I put my heart into it. And that's just how I always do it. And speaking of heart, you won't see much more of it than next week, literally a week from today, December 24th. I can't believe it's coming already. When I do the live Christmas countdown in this very room, and I will have a lot more lighting to show off then, because that is a big moment, as you guys know. And I'm missing some comments here. I gotta see what you guys are writing, because I can't see. I never liked the popcorn. You know, I don't really like the popcorn tins, but I like popcorn in general. Yeah, the popcorn tins are kind of hit and miss. You don't always get like, I don't know, but that's kind of what got me thinking of it. I like the imagery on the popcorn tins. Like usually they'll show like an old like setting. I even had an idea a long time ago, and I might still go with it in a future logo to kind of base one of my logos off those popcorn tins. How they're like gold and blue and stuff. It's back! It's back! Oh my God! It says the dude who plays part in the giant box from Crash Daniels. Hold on, I'm like losing track of what's going on right now. The giant box from Crash Daniels. Who gave me a giant box from Crash Daniels? I know that there was one box in that movie. Like there was just a box that we used. It literally had nothing in it, but in the movie it was supposed to have like this chip in it. It's back. Prank call, yeah. The prank call from last year. I never liked the popcorn tins. I like Christmas poppers. What are Christmas poppers? Is that just another word for Christmas? Or for popcorn? I can't talk right now. So that is called the Fireside Chat. I'm not explaining this for the millionth time. The Fireside Chat is just like it's like a nice, intimate, quiet chat. You know, it's like you're sitting around a fire, campfire, whatever, with your friends talking about whatever. You know, shooting the breeze. That's what this is. Same thing as last year. A lot of you guys were here for this last year. I mean, I think it's going pretty well actually so far. Yeah. But now I think we've talked enough about that. Although one of my favorite Christmas things is Christmas morning. I don't know how this started, but I love to drink Coke out of the glass bottles. I don't know if it actually tastes better, and I know that I can technically do that any time of the year, but no. Drinking Coke out of glass bottles on Christmas morning is like just this weird tradition I have. I just kind of zone out, kind of like I am right now, and yeah, no, it's a great experience. Anything Christmas is a great experience. And I keep thinking back to last year's Christmas countdown.
Amazon. No, I haven't gotten anything.
And just how intense that was in that moment. And yes, it's back. It's hard to believe we're a week away from that again. I mean, that was so ridiculous. And of course, anyone who followed my YouTube channel last year knows all the stuff I did for Christmas 2019 that I really haven't been doing this year. I completely acknowledge that. But, you know, make no mistake, this is still the same Christmas-loving Bobby that you've all come to know. And when Christmas, you know, happens, you know, it's going to be exactly that. The box from the birthday bash last year from Crash Daniels, he gave you a that box was not from Crash Daniels. That was just a box. Like what you're talking about, it had nothing to do with Crash Daniels. I know what you're talking about, but yeah, that was not used in the movie. That had nothing to do with it. It was just kind of an unrelated thing. I mean, it was funny, but yeah, no, that box was never in Crash Daniels. Neither was anything in the box. So it was just a bunch of garbage, to be quite honest.
Oh,
but yeah.
Like run down a little bit of a sore throat. Yeah, look at that. Yeah.
So yeah, before I'm even done with this chat, I'm already telling you about the next one, which won't even be a chat. It's going to be just an extremely exciting celebration of, well, the Christmas of the future, which will be next week. Again, cannot wait to be in that seminal moment, as I call it. I was using Crash Daniels as... Oh, okay. Oh, and that was... how was I supposed to get that? I thought you were referencing the actual movie. I mean, we could say John's name. I mean, it's not like... How many people are named John? It's a pretty common name. Like, we know a guy named John, and I dumped some garbage on him. Like, it's not like that's really going to put anything together. Not like last year when B-Mark called my house or whatever. Since I was typing to give out people's names, well, too late for that now. Some people are weird with that. I try not to make a point of it, but... Are you going to be playing any games tonight? No. Actually, I thought about it. I actually probably would have done it earlier today if I was going to do it, but by the time this is over, I'm probably just going to chill. No. Yeah, no. I've done a lot of streams. I've done a lot of glitch. I've done a lot of Twitch streams. I'll probably do a couple more before Christmas. I might even do one on Christmas morning. I haven't yet decided yet. I don't know what's going to happen there, but yeah, I'm going to have a few more streams on Twitch before it's said and done to finish out the Games of Christmas Past series for this year, because I didn't get nearly as far as I wanted to. My dad's name is John. Well, I guess then that's another Jonathan right there. One of my favorite baseball players' names is Jonathan Papelbon for the Boston Red Sox, who I actually got an autographed picture of. I think I showed you that. What's that say? I'm not just going to randomly yell Christmas. I mean, I will next week. I'll probably yell a lot of stuff. Christmas! But no. No, I was trying to say this actually is not the year for the yelling Christmas. You know, like last year was kind of the intense Christmas. This is kind of like a, I don't know what you call it, but it's a different animal altogether, but it's still the same great Christmas. Because I've been watching, that's one thing from watching all these Christmas videos, which you can't really see here, but I got them running up on the top shelf of Christmas Central. And I like to watch them from time to time because I see that whether it was 1999, 2005, 2008, 2015, like Christmas has always been number one. I've always done some big, extravagant thing for it. So for me to ever say, you know, like, oh, you know, this Christmas isn't as big, they're all huge. Like, they're all huge. And next week, you know, we're going to see that again, where, you know, maybe I'll only shout them back 200 times, but I'm gonna go nuts. I don't know how, I don't know why, but I'm just going to. I was hoping you'd shout Christmas right now. Well, sometimes we don't always get what we want. But I digress. Stippleton, I'm still determined that you're either Ben Toth or Frankie. I really just, there's too much evidence in that column. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I'm just saying. Speaking of which, does anybody know if Ben Toth's coming to my birthday bash? We have not really gotten any word from him one way or the other. It'll be interesting to see who comes to the bash, and as I mentioned, that is another topic that I'm going to kind of slip in there. Just because my birthday's so close to Christmas, it almost is the same thing. In fact, this will be the first Bobby's Birthday Bash to be on my birthday since 2016. That was the last time that it was on December 20th. The last few years it's been like the 18th or the 17th. I think last year was like the 16th or the 19th. I don't know. Would have had to have been the 19th. I don't know. I actually probably could have done it the 19th this year. I try not to do them on Saturdays generally because I usually have to work, but with the whole COVID thing, I haven't really had to work on Saturdays, so I probably could have done it on a Saturday. But it also doesn't matter because of the aforementioned COVID thing. Other people aren't coming, so I could have had the thing on a Tuesday for all I care. So anyway, birthday bash is this Sunday. It's going to be the, I think 9th? It's going to be the 8th or 9th birthday bash to use the introductions format since 2013. 2013. And that's a format that I introduced actually to parody one of my favorite shows, Seinfeld. There's an episode where Kramer has the Merv Griffin show set in his apartment. And every time somebody walks into the house, he's like, hey, is that George Costanza? Come on in. And then he plays like this theme music. And I thought that was just so hilarious. And I'm like, wouldn't people think it's weird if they just went into somebody's house and music just started playing? So the first year I did it, and this is why I can never do it again, the first year I did it in 2013, I didn't tell anybody I was going to do it. I said, oh yeah, just come over, you know, we'll have a birthday party. So they opened the door, and I'm at the top of the stairs with my mixer and a speaker and a microphone going, okay, let's hear it for Jeff. Like, I just, like, everybody, like, applauded. Like, it was such a bizarre thing, especially for the older people who came, like my grandmothers. Actually, both my grandmothers were there at that one, and my other relatives. It was so weird because you're just, you know, going over somebody's house. You're not expecting to have music play when you walk into somebody's house, but specifically for you. Like, and then that whole premise just kind of took off, and other birthday bashes since then, we've done little gags, like every time somebody leaves the room and comes back, we'll play the music again, like, welcome my dad back into the room. Like, it's such, like, a bizarre idea, but I love it so much. Like, it's just so me, even though I stole it from a TV show. But, like, just the idea of it is so obnoxious. It's like, oh, look, the pizza's here, let's play music. Like, it's, like, just so crazy how that actually took off the way it did. No Ben Toth for the party. Well, it's hard to really say. What is your opinion on honey roast? Oh, what, are you talking about the, what was it? Will you stop with the Christmas thing? What were you saying about honey roast? Oh, what, is that a New Girl reference when they do the honey roast for Winston or whatever? You mean like when you do a roast for somebody, but instead of saying like insulting things, you say nice things or whatever? I actually have no idea why you even asked that question, unless you literally mean the food honey roast, which I'm not even sure what that is. Is it some kind of pork roast with honey on it? How are we getting on this topic? I don't know. No Ben Toth for the party. Is that confirmed, or like I never know with him. Sometimes like him and Melvin are kind of the wild cards here. I wouldn't be surprised if neither of them show up. I wouldn't be surprised if both of them show up. But either way, and I usually don't like to predict these things, but I'm expecting like maybe 8 to 12 people. It's obviously not going to be what it was the last couple of years with the 15 to 20 people. And, you know, that is what it is. I'm actually really looking forward to it, though, because I have like a really cool I want to say like a retro type of format to it, you know, where there's just video games, you know, because like when I was a kid, that was what my parties were, was just playing video games. I'm going to kind of make like a makeshift arcade out of my basement. We're going to have, you know, retro games, newer games, Smash Brothers Ultimate. It's going to be a lot of fun. I really believe that. And, you know, the smaller format might actually work better because, you know, then I don't have to be waiting at the door every 5 minutes for somebody to come in, you know, like people will come in, I introduce them, which is still awesome. I still love that. I love doing that, especially with the video game music. Speaking of which, Quaffles, I still need your theme song. So I still love doing that. And heck, I might just fire off the fog machine just to do it if I don't get enough people. And then, like I said, I got the Super Genesis, the Super Nintendo, and the Sega Genesis Mini. I got a bunch of games on there, just random games, some fun games. Michael Dan. It's Michael. I don't know if Michael Dan is. I don't know if he's dressing up as Michael Jackson. I think he's just going to come as himself. He said it was kind of a pain to put on all that stuff, which I believe. I mean, I don't want people to be uncomfortable. I like the idea of people cosplaying, but they don't have to. I mean, I'm not going to. I'm just going to, you know, I'll wear some like gamer-related clothes, but I'm not going to actually like dress up. I'll send my theme tonight. That's all I ask. I got John's theme last night, so I finally got like 5 themes. That would make 6. Who am I missing? I'm missing a few other people. I'm missing Angela's friends. Angela's bringing a few of her friends. Also, my friend Hector's coming, and he's bringing his girlfriend. I guess she'll just come in with him, so not really relevant. I always have some extra music on hand, just in case somebody unexpected shows up. I'll probably sprinkle in the Merv Griffin theme, even though it makes no sense with this context. I just like to do... I like to do things. You know, like I have these themes, but I don't even follow them half the time. Kind of like last year. And I really liked last year's bash with the disco theme. What's going on? Justin! Hey, what's going on, man? Good job, Bobby. Yeah, good job. I do what I can. Hey, Justin, what are you doing Sunday? Just going to invite people over the live stream. Thank you for watching the Fireside Chat. I know I advertised this on Facebook like 5 times, and I'm actually surprised that this worked and people are actually watching it. We got completely off topic. I don't even care. Like, I could ask questions and be like, well, what do you like about Christmas? I don't know. What do you like about Christmas? But, you know, it's whatever. It is Sopranos. Is it the Sopranos theme? Actually, one of my friends did come into the Sopranos theme a couple years back. So that absolutely has happened. A lot of stuff has happened, actually. That's why I like the whole theme song idea, because I like seeing, you know, some people go the popular route. They pick a song. If you're asking if John's going into the Sopranos theme, he's not. He didn't pick that. He actually stayed surprisingly within the theme of the party. That's all I'll say. It doesn't matter, because none of us are going to see John's intro except for me, because he's usually the first one to show up, which he does on purpose. I think because of that year that he was late, and like everybody was like clapping for him when he came in. That was the year it was like Frankie, Arkaya, and like 10 other people were with him. And like John led this parade in, and he had this look on his face like he was having none of it as I'm playing the Merv Griffin song. And he was the only one that got the reference. He goes, "Is this from Seinfeld?" Like, he was the only one that got why I was doing it. Because I do random stuff like that regardless. I know, I'm just kind of hopping all over this place right now. This is good stuff. But no, I'm not going to play another video game tonight. I don't know what I'm going to do tonight, to be honest. It's a week before Christmas. I like to kind of just, I don't know, reflect on that alone. Like, how is it a week before Christmas already? Like, that to me boggles my mind. I'm almost ready as far as, like, having all my gifts and stuff. Tomorrow, I'm going to make, like, the final preparations for the birthday bash, which technically I can't do until I have all the theme songs. So I guess that'll be the 19th is when I'll do that. But tomorrow's the 18th, and I will have pretty much everything ready, because I got a lot of stuff I want to kind of modify and add for the video game aesthetic, if you will. And I like doing that. Like, I have more fun doing that than, like, even the introductions. Like, it's fun, but it's also difficult, if I'm being completely honest. I've been doing Bobby's Birthday Bash technically since the 90s. Back then, you know, my parents took care of most of it because I was, you know, 9, 10 years old. But, you know, as I got older, we had it at my house, and it was like, it was okay. And then 2013 is when I just started to take off with it, and I started to kind of take the reins and really make it my own thing with the introductions. We've had some really memorable moments, I like to think. Like, I don't want to just feel like it's just me being like, oh, that was great. Like, I feel like other people really do remember that. And I like to think, and I have no way of knowing this, that, 20, 30 years down the line, whether it's you guys or other people who have been to my parties are going to tell their kids, I used to go over to this guy's house for his birthday, and he'd have music playing and fog blasting. Like, and they'd be like, no way. Be like, no, he did. And like that's kind of the legacy I want this to have, if nothing else, is just that somebody was so ridiculous that they turned a birthday party into a pseudo rock concert. Like that, I don't know. I find that idea very, very fulfilling. I don't know what it is. Just, I know it's kind of stupid now. It's one of those things you look back on it later and go like, yeah, that was kind of different, wasn't it? So if nothing else, I want people to take that away from it. Oh, just stop by to say hi, Merry Christmas, and Happy Holidays. It's not the Sopranos theme. Well, Merry Christmas to you too, Justin. I'll probably see you at work pretty soon. I actually worked today. You weren't there, but why am I not surprised? Because no one was really there. Happy holidays to you and yours. Merry Christmas. That's the other important thing. That was the focus of this chat is, Merry Christmas across people, across worlds, across countries. We've even had a few people in today's stream from other countries. I won't say where, but just other places. And they're celebrating Christmas, just like we're celebrating Christmas. And that's why I liked the idea. I think one of the users said that they eat lamb for Christmas. That's not something we do here, but I think that's kind of cool. Not that I would eat lamb, but I think it's cool that, everybody has their own way of doing it. Maybe some are even specific to families. Like my family eats pasta and whatnot. And the only reason I'm repeating some of this stuff is just because, I don't know if some people just came into the stream right now, maybe not, I don't know, because my view counter keeps fluctuating like crazy. Just the fact that this thing is averaged. I will say, my view numbers on YouTube are better than my numbers on Twitch. Maybe I'll start gaming on YouTube, I don't know. But like, my Twitch numbers are in the toilet, if I'm being honest. I get like maybe 2 or 3 viewers tops on any of my retro streams. And then I do one of these and I get like 8 viewers easy. I mean, I don't stay at 8 viewers, but I get 8 viewers for a good portion of it. We had people from all over for a little bit. And the only reason we didn't keep them was because it's like 2 in the morning in Europe. But I digress. Justin, so we're really hoping you bring more to the table, but that's all right. This is it, man. So we talked about the food and all that. There's another thing that we can all relate to, and we kind of touched on it earlier. Christmas music. What are your favorite Christmas songs? Because I do feel like there are a lot. There's a lot that are overplayed. There's a lot that are... I think there's some hidden gems in Christmas music that, I'm not saying they're the greatest, but like, you always hear the same songs. Whether they're usually older songs, all of them. Let It Snow, White Christmas, the Christmas Song by Nat King Cole, which is admittingly a beautiful song, but, there's new ones that just kind of get shuffled under the rug because, that's just a new one, whatever, put it, with the other ones. But there are some really sneaky good Christmas songs that I probably don't even know, that are really kind of just, and I don't know if some of you might know some of those obscure Christmas songs, we can exchange them. Talk about Blockbusted, lol. What, you guys just really, put me in a box, It's just, you just want to hear about Crash Daniels and Sonic and Sega and Pontiac and Mountain Dew, you put me in this oddly specific box, because really, who specializes in those very weird things? All right, so you want to talk about Blockbusted? Is that what you want to talk about? Trans-Siberian Orchestra. Oh, yes. Yes. Oh, God, yes. Amazon. Play Wizards in Winter by Trans-Siberian Orchestra.
Wizards in Winter by Trans-Siberian
I love that song so much.
On Amazon Music.
See, this song right here, I was actually probably going to talk about this song. This might be one of my favorites of all time, too, actually. So it's really funny you said that. Definitely my favorite Trans-Siberian Orchestra song. Right now, I'm just going to let the song take it away. Hey, what's up? Now, Christmas Central is up and running. Yes, very much so. Come on, has nobody checked my videos? I released Christmas Central, not a month ago, but a few weeks ago. I mean, this is not a secret that I'm in here. This is not the first time I've shown this room. But yeah, no, we are up and running. Right now, just listening to some Trans-Siberian. I love it. There's so much energy in this song. I heard this, the first time I heard this live was in 2012. I also saw them in 2018. But yeah, the first time I heard this song, I was just entranced. like I love the energy in the part. I'm not. I mean, this part's cool too, but like when it like really starts ramping up, it's got that energy of like. Like right here, it's like a kid like running down the stairs, like it's Christmas morning, you know. And they just like woke up and they like can't believe it. They're just running as fast as they can to the tree, you know. Their parents are there, and you know there's like hot cocoa and just all this stuff. Like it's got that kind of just frenetic energy to it. I love it so much. Also, this song, it kind of does, yeah. It is kind of like. I do enjoy Fireside. I do enjoy Joe Tebow, and I can say your name because it's your username, so you obviously don't care. Hey Joe, can you play this song on guitar? I'm sure you can. You're really good. But yeah, that guitar slide they do was insane. It's like I don't think you really want to see me do that on a real guitar. It's just all, you know, Frankie, you're just whatever. I love that guitar slide. Yeah, but see, that's what I mean. It's just like, you have the wings. So what is wrong with you? No. I don't know why I even entertain some of these comments, but I still will. Oh, crazy. I love it. I know what you're talking about. It's like not a parody. It's another rendition of Nutcracker Suite. Yeah, that's a great song, too. I've used so much Trans-Siberian music in my videos. For good reason. This part here, I mean, it epitomizes what it means to be excited for Christmas. Like, it's really hard to put into words or music. They find a way to do it. And that's impressive in itself. And, of course, anyone who's been to one of their shows knows, you know, they go all out with the lasers and the fire and just everything. It's just so incredible. You know, Crazy Russian Christmas is great, too. They all are, for that mystique factor, you know, like there's all these different sides to Christmas. Actually, a song that defines this year's Christmas is another Trans-Siberian Orchestra song called Christmas Nights in Blue, because this is ironically a very blue-centric setup. And no, this is great. Video, I like to say, doesn't always do justice to these setups. You know, it looks good in video, but like when you see it in person, which I thankfully get to, and some of you will get to on Sunday, it really is great to see it. I don't even have everything turned on here because some of this stuff is battery powered and I just saved the batteries, but even with just the electric stuff turned on, it's really like something. It's got a lot of energy in it. And I love that. That's what I love about Christmas music, is that it has that energy. Another one of mine, one of my favorites that's a newer Christmas song actually, is Kelly Clarkson's Underneath the Tree. It's got a lot of energy. It reminds me of Mariah Carey's Christmas song. It just got that high tempo. Katy Perry actually had a not too bad Christmas song a couple of years ago. I'm trying to find some newer stuff because, you know, like everybody's done these Christmas songs a million times. But yeah, let's see what else we got for the, let's see what we got. I should learn. It seems like a really fun one to play. I'm sure you can play that one, no problem. The Crazy Russian Christmas Song. Play that next. I mean, I don't want this to just turn into me streaming music because that would just get kind of boring and probably borderline illegal. Play the Earthbound Winter's Theme. It gives. I'm not playing that because now you know what? That's so obscure they probably wouldn't flag me for that. I don't know if it's going to know it though. Amazon. Play Earthbound Winter's Theme. I highly doubt it's going to know this.
I can't find the song Earthbound Winter's Theme.
Yeah, what do you got to do? What was yours, Corey? No, I'm just kidding. Another good one. Oh, I love Night Castle. Yes. Yes. The album is... yeah, you're right, actually. Night Castle is not a Christmas song, but I think I even used that for a Christmas video. It does have that feeling like you're kind of like sledding into a, well, castle. Like, maybe not Santa's castle, but some kind of like Bowser's castle. Yeah, no, it does have a Christmas vibe to it. I agree. You know you're Trans-Siberian. You're, like, quoting some of their more random stuff. Oh, that's a shame. That's all right. I believe you. I mean, that's the cool thing, too, is that there are songs that aren't Christmas songs that do give you that Christmas feeling, like, you know? Wow, this is actually pretty good. Message retracted. I didn't even see what you wrote, Joe. Play Go Power Rangers. Wait, are you actually, if I do that, are you on Amazon? Amazon. Play Go Go Power Rangers by Star Slayer.
Here'sville Go Power Rangers by Star Slayer
I'll be
on
danged.
Amazon Music.
I did not know you guys were on Amazon. Oops, sorry. I didn't know he even sings it too. That's hilarious. That's crazy, dude. I didn't know your band was on Amazon. That's you playing guitar? Yeah, I remember you doing, this was your theme song from 2016 when you came into my party, but it was just the instrumental. This part I remember. By the way, I have no idea what he's saying, and I know the song. This is a really good cover. Drums are sick. Birthday bash throwback, yeah. I just remember you and Anastasia walking into my birthday party, and like you got to the top of the stairs, and you were like, "Man, we can't see a thing." Oh, this is awesome. This is like a metal rendition of the Power Rangers theme song. It's morphin' time. Oh, that's awesome. That's cool, man. Little known fact, I actually wrote my own Christmas song, which is not on Amazon, thankfully. But yeah, I don't want to just play music full screen because otherwise, why am I here? I could just leave the speaker on and just go home. Oh wait, I am home. Whatever. Yeah, I could see them using this if they like did another reboot of Power Rangers or something. Probably will. Play it. See, if it was on here, I would, but I don't have a way to like get it to play. You've heard it though. It's on YouTube. It's actually on my YouTube. It's called "That Christmas Feeling" by Bobby Gaines. I've actually played it. I think I played it in the last one. Hoping to do a Christmas song out for 2021. Oh, that's kind of cool. Didn't have time this year. You had all the time in the world, man. We've just been sitting at home doing nothing. Although I feel you, I didn't write any music either. No, that's not true. I wrote one song this year. But that's, I usually write more than that. But yeah, no, it's been a tough year, which is another reason why I'm excited about Christmas. Because at the end of the day, you know, pandemic, no pandemic, you know, whatever's going on or not going on, Christmas always delivers. You know, Christmas is like dominoes. They always deliver. You know, it always comes through. It always gives you right what you need, you know, right when you need it. And that's you know, something you can't say about a lot of stuff in life. You know, I'm not saying, you know, other things went well this year. It wasn't all bad, but, you know, Christmas this year is going to be maybe more satisfying than it's been in a long time. Not that it wasn't satisfying last year, because it was. But it was also expected to be, because last Christmas had so much spectacle behind it. This Christmas is a lot more subdued by comparison, but you could say that the significance is even a little bit more, just because of how down this year was at times, just to have that moment again. And I think of things, obviously, not everybody sees Christmas the same way, but I see Christmas as just this great, wonderful day to celebrate all these wonderful things for a day. And, you know, at the end of the day, that's almost like it. Like, I think of that moral from How the Grinch Stole Christmas, and how, you know, even though they didn't have any stuff and all that, you know, he stole all the presents and the tree and all that, but, like, they still had Christmas. You know, they still loved that it was Christmas. And, you know, it's kind of like, I look at it as like, Christmas can't be quantified by like any of these things as I'm looking at this tree and all these lights and a million other things. But ignore that, because for a long time I didn't have all this stuff. I didn't have all the, I mean, I had a tree, but I didn't have all this other stuff. And I always loved Christmas. And that's kind of what makes it hard for me, and I was thinking about this earlier. I say Christmas 1999 is the greatest Christmas of all time, and it is. But it's so hard to compare it. It's like, I don't know, like, if you guys really follow sports, but it's like comparing, like, the sports greats of, like, the, you know, 50 years ago to the sports greats of now. It's like, you know, those guys were great then, and, you know, these guys are great now. And it's just so weird, you know, like, I could have a different Christmas if I wanted to say, like, the best Christmas of the last decade, best Christmas of the 2000s, best Christmas of the 90s, you know, like, it'd be completely different, and there'd be nothing wrong with any of them, but it's so hard for me to be like, you know, definitively, you know, 99 is the best Christmas of all time. Now, it is, but it's also not a fair advantage, because it's like, it was during a time, and the entire 90s was this time, for me, with Christmas, where there was, like, this more of a magical feeling, whereas now it's, you know, it's not necessarily magical, but it still is a little bit. But like when I was, you know, 5, 6, 7, 8 years old, you know, Christmas was like a whole different meaning, and you don't really get that back. Even if I'm still excited about it, it's not the same. Like I could get a gift that's better than the Dreamcast, and that's not gonna mean it's better, because first of all, it's not about the gifts. Second of all, it's just it doesn't. I can't explain it. I can't explain what makes a good Christmas a good Christmas. Like, even 2018, which was the most recent example of what I like to call, like, a top-tier Christmas, like a legendary Christmas. And last year, too, was pretty good. But, like, I can't really describe what made those top-tier Christmases as good as they were in their respective eras. But, you know, looking back on them, I still, you know, 2009, another one that's 11 years old now, hard to believe. 2009 is one of those that stands out where I go like, that was a legendary Christmas. That was a great Christmas. But I can't really tell you what made it better than 2010 or 2011, and what made other ones not as good. I can't tell you, because I don't really know, because I always approach it every year with this same vigor and same attitude. So at the time, they all kind of feel the same, but in a good way. And then it's not until after the dust settles and I kind of look back at them that I go, okay, yeah, that one was better, or that one was the best. But even then, you know, it's all subjective. I don't know. What makes a good Christmas to you guys? Like, what would you consider your ideal Christmas? You know, is it being with a lot of family? I know some people actually prefer to be, like, alone, not just because of the pandemic. Some people just like to kind of have, a relaxing day by themselves, or maybe they see, like, a couple small family members. Some people like, you know, might not do anything. And that's kind of the other thing I like about Christmas is you don't have to do, you know, what Hallmark tells you have to do. You know, you don't have to have the 20 people over for dinner with the turkey and the long table and the, you know, your generic scene with Grandpa falling asleep in the chair and the kids playing with the toys. Like, you don't have to have that. You can have that, but that's not the only way to celebrate Christmas. And that's why I love Christmas, because it's whatever you want it to be. It's like the one thing that you don't have to do. Like, you know, there's so much in life that you have to do. You know, there's so many different things that we all do, and, you know, we drudge through them or whatever it is. To me, Christmas is not one of those things. It's just, it's there if you want it. You know, I personally embrace it, but you don't have to embrace it. And that to me is ironically, one of my favorite things about it is that you don't have to embrace it. Now, let's see what some of these comments are, because I missed a lot of them. Do you know Tucker? I don't know who that is, because you didn't give me a last name. I don't know anyone named Tucker. Play South. What's with these song requests? What would you say the highlight of the Lost Christmas? Oh, thank you for mentioning that, actually. Obviously, the highlight of that Christmas was getting the pinball machine. Because, believe it or not, the pinball machine, the Monopoly pinball machine, which was the big gift that Nani surprised me with, and that was a genuine surprise. Back in the 90s into the early 2000s, I would take the Toys R Us flyer or the JCPenney's flyer, and I would circle all these different things I wanted. That was my system before I had a computer, before I had that. So every year I would circle something kind of outlandish, like a giant Hot Wheels track or a pinball machine, and I'm like, I'm not really going to get that, but it just was fun, you know. I would circle action figures and little stuff like that. So for me to actually get the pinball machine, it was holy crap, she actually got me the pinball machine. Of course, I was 11 years old, so I don't think I said holy crap, but I was like when I saw the pinball machine, I'm like, I actually circled that. I don't remember how much it cost, but it was just the whole premise that she actually got me the absurd thing that I circled. And I was actually really excited about that. And actually, I got it wasn't 2000, it was 99. I got the air hockey table. That's another thing that kind of goes unnoticed. It's another reason why Christmas 99 is just the best, by the way. But, no, that was so cool. I got a pinball machine. I'm like a 12-year-old kid getting a pinball machine. I don't know. But, I mean, there were other things that were fun about that Christmas. But that to me, stands out. And I guess also, you had mentioned it was the lost video, because it was. It was a video tape that I wasn't able to watch for a number of years because it was in disrepair. So just the fact that I got to see it again for my 31-year-old self, not my 11-year-old self, to be able to see it again was kind of cool. So no matter what happened, I would have thought it was a cool video to watch again. Just because it's like seeing an old friend again. Let's see what else we got. Want to know what's a shame? The mall barely actually, I think the Crystal Mall did a decent job with decorating. I mean, they usually don't do much. When I was younger, the Crystal Mall used to do like these giant like streamers of lights going down from the ceiling. They were pretty cool. They haven't done that in many years, though. I mean, as far as what they usually do, I'd say they're about on par with it. And having gone to other malls during the mall tour season, they've also done Christmas decorating pretty thoroughly. Like, I mean, it doesn't seem any more or less. I'm glad you mentioned that, though, because other than the malls, I actually feel like there has been a lot of Christmas decorating, more than I thought. With the pandemic, I thought they would kind of be not encouraging people to go out so much, so they wouldn't have all these Christmas lights and all these things out. But, you know, I go to, like, restaurants, like fast food restaurants, fancier restaurants, where they really do a lot of Christmas stuff. And not that they usually don't, but I think that's pretty cool. That Christmas, you know, I don't know, maybe it's just my imagination. There's some years where I feel like I'm more into Christmas than the general public is, and then there's other years where it's like the opposite. Like, I remember 2016, I was like super into Christmas. I was like, man, why isn't there more Christmas stuff out? Like, I've got so much stuff at home and there's nothing out, you know, by comparison. And then, like, you know, there's other years where, you know, I've got my Christmas stuff, and then it's like, wow, the stores are really hitting it out of the park this year. They got Christmas stuff everywhere. Like, even now, you walk into Target, and they've got, like, Christmas, like, ribbons hanging from the ceiling, and, like, it's just so crowded in there with all the stuff they have, and it's great. You feel like you're walking into a Christmas palace, and it's a freaking Target. Like, it's not even, like, a fancy place, but it's like, dang, I want to go to Target just to see the stuff. I don't even want to buy anything. But I digress. All right, what else we got? I see a lot of decorations on buildings. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, there's a lot of stuff. Yeah, I know the escalators weren't decorated. I mean, at the same time, and I know I just said all that stuff about how, you know, things are, you know, comparatively speaking, are pretty good. At this point, I kind of take what I can get, given how 2020 has been. You know, they didn't decorate the escalators. I mean, yeah, it sucks, but at least they decorated something. I didn't think they would decorate anything. At least they're open, because for a while that wasn't the case either. It's hard to believe, but that all happened this year. There was a time where just going to the mall was unthinkable, and, you know, we got past that. I remember my video quarantine chaos, one of my first times out of the house, where actually Frankie and Corey were there, and we walked around the mall, like maybe 10 stores were open out of the 80 stores, and it was like, whoa, just the fact that we were even out of the house was cool. Wow, we're in a building. And then, you know, as the mall tour went on, when I went to Warwick Mall and I finally got to eat in a food court, I sat at a table and I ate food at a table. Like, it was so, whoa, this is nuts. It's like these things that you take for granted, right? And then just getting to do that a few times, and then it kind of got old, and now I'm like, okay, yeah, we should be able to eat at tables again. That should be a thing we do. I think they're onto something with this table eating thing, which is why it was kind of weird going to Emerald Square Mall. I went to later in the year. I went there like in September, and they had their food court closed. So like I was used to, by like July, I was used to indoor dining again, and in September, no indoor dining. I'm like, we're going back in time here. Like, what's going on? I couldn't even eat like in the mall. I really got to move my laptop closer or something, because I'm getting tired of leaning forward to read these comments. But I'm also afraid to move anything, because last time I did that, I almost dropped the Elgato. So, guys just got to bear with me. If I lean forward a lot and then sit down, it's like a 3D effect. Bobby in 3D. I considered that, actually, doing a 3D, like, that was a thing on YouTube. I don't know if it still is, where you could make a 3D video. Like, there was a little thing you could click that said 3D. And, like, it kind of, like, made your video like a 3DS screen, where it would, like, pull it back a little bit. But it's like, what am I going to do with that? Like, I had ideas. There's, like, a way to do it with video layering, where you put one layer on top of the other one at a weird angle. And I'm like, what am I going to do with this? I can actually do a lot of video effects, not to brag. Like, I can do a thing where I can make it look like there's two of me. I can do... I mean, I can't do, like, some of the stuff that Marvel does, but I can do some pretty good effects. But for what am I getting out of that? Like, what? Is my video going to get 3 more views because I did a clone of myself in the video and then people are going to watch it? Like, no. Because you want to talk about Blockbuster. Blockbuster had a ton of those effects. I had lasers, I had the split screens, all that stuff. It got no more views than my other videos, where I'm doing nothing. Like, right now, this video has no special effects on it other than me turning the lights on and off. So, you know, it is what it is. I'm just telling you guys that I could do it. And I have done it. I probably will do it again. Actually, one of my favorite videos from last year was making the Christmas Central 2019 reveal. That was just... It was a ton of work, but it really came out great. And I've been doing video editing for so long. I don't know how I got off on this topic. I've been doing video editing for so long, and... you don't realize it, but like I watch these videos, I'm like, dang, that's a lot of work, because like my labeling system is not the best, if I'm being honest. So like if I'm trying to make a montage and I'm trying to like, I have like a vision in my head, I actually got to go back. Like say I'm making the Christmas 2017 video, I got to go back into the Christmas 2015 folder and find the specific clip I want, clip like 3 seconds of it, put it in the montage, go into Christmas 2012, take the specific clip, put it in the montage. I'm getting tired just explaining it. And I got to do this like, you know, probably 30 times, like in a montage. I probably have like 30 or 40 clips. And I got to filter through all these folders to find them. I really should organize these better. But then again, I don't always want to use the same clip. So that's part of it too, is that I actually do, when I make my montages, a lot of times I'll watch like the entire video so that I'm not just going, you know, okay, you know, this clip or this clip or this clip, because there's some highlights you miss unless you watch the whole video. So I do watch a lot of my videos again and again to get that feel for it. For certain videos, I'll be like, okay, I want to use this clip. I want to use this clip. And then I put them all together. As you guys know, you see my montages. I like my montages. I'm not going to lie, I like them. I did my birthday bash 20-year anniversary a couple years ago. That was spectacular. Made a lot of videos about that. And that was another case of me going through literally 20 birthday bash videos, finding the best parts, clipping them out, and putting them to music. So that took a while. It took a while. First took a while to compile all the videos. Then it took me a while to compile the good stuff out of it. But there's a lot of good stuff. Okay, good. I haven't missed any comments. You guys are either bored out of your mind or you're just thinking of the next thing to say. And I realize that we haven't stayed on topic. That's because there is no topic. If I hear one more person ask why there's not fire, though, I'm going to just scream, because I already said that in the video. There would not be fire. One feature of this Christmas Central that isn't really focused on, that I didn't even really focus on it much when I revealed it, is the magic tracks. I love the magic tracks. They do remind me of something that I would have as a kid. I used to love toy cars. I had the Crisscross Crash. I don't know if anybody remembers that. The Hot Wheels. It was actually a little faster than the magic tracks. You would put these cars through like a turbocharger and they would go super fast. And of course the goal was to eventually have them crash into each other. I think I actually made a video of this a long time ago. I made videos of a lot of random crap. But yeah, the magic tracks, I do have those intersections where the cars can crash into each other. It's a little less exciting because they go a little bit slower, but it's still fun. I've got the tracks weaving around the tree, into the corner of the room. My cat loves to sleep under the tree. My cat Skittles, who has not yet appeared in this video, and I don't think he's going to at this point. But now this room has always meant a lot to me, or at least in the last 10, 12 years or so. And even going back further than that, I was watching... Yeah, I know. I watch my own videos. I swear I'm not a narcissist, but I watch a lot of my own stuff. I'm like, oh, what's on? Oh, it's me. I watched Christmas 2002, which was, God, 18 years now. 18 years ago was Christmas 2002. And I saw I had a setup in here, and it wasn't Christmas Central, but it was not that far off. It was like a table with all my Christmas houses, which I think at that point was only like 8 or so, if you can believe that. I only had 8 Christmas houses, I know. How lame. And I had them like kind of arranged, like a little city street. I mean, it was by the tree. I don't know if you could even call that the first Christmas Central, because I think in 1999 I had a similar thing where I had Christmas houses on this shelving unit right here. But the Christmas Central, as it is currently known, started technically in 2009. I keep meaning to get around to making a video, like a top 10, where I rank every Christmas Central, where, like, you know, from 2009 to 2019, this year wouldn't count because, you know, I want to do like the first 10. So from 2009 to 2019, what would number 1 be, number 2, 3, and so on. I might do that this year. I don't know. There's only so much to do, and I feel like there's like two prongs to that problem. It's not really a problem, but it's like a double-edged sword. You know, I want to make all these videos remembering Christmas. I want to make all these little top 10s, top 5s, whatever. But then if I do that, it's like I'm taking away from actually enjoying the moment, enjoying the present. And like I feel like too much of that happened last year, where I just made so many videos in such a short time. It was like I was just burnt out. And I'm like, oh yeah, we still have Christmas to celebrate. So like this year, I'm kind of focusing on just celebrating Christmas, and whatever happens video-wise happens. If I don't get around to making the top 10s and all that stuff, then I don't get around to it. You know, maybe I'll do it at the beginning of next year, or maybe I'll do it next Christmas season. Like, sometimes I just have to want to do it. Like, I have all this footage from Christmas 2019 that I haven't even used, because it's like footage from, I don't know, documentary footage, for lack of a better word. Like, it's just footage of me you know, bumbling around building Christmas Central. And, you know, right now it doesn't seem that significant because it was only last year, but I could definitely see me 5 or 10 years down the road being like, yeah, I want to see that. Because, like, you know, I loved that Christmas Central setup. And, you know, much like 1999 where I'm like, man, I love seeing footage of that. Like, you know, these Christmases that I'm making right now will be history. And I know that's a weird concept to think of, but, like, the stuff I'm doing right now is history. Like, as it's happening. Like, as soon as it's over. You know, like, I can envision it right now, as I'm sure all you guys can. In 2021, in November or December, I'll post a video showing a clip of this video going, last year we had the 2020 Christmas Fireside Chat. In fact, I might even use this excerpt. In fact, I probably will use this excerpt. I'll even put a checkpoint in this video so that I purposely use this excerpt. My point being, you know, that this is, you know, something we're going to look back at. Just like Christmas 18, 17, and so on. Like, it's really amazing to me how everything we do goes into this. I think I called it the grand tapestry or whatever, my really convoluted quote from 2008. Another chapter in the grand tapestry of Christmas is entered, and that was back in 2008. We've had 12 more of them, or 11 more of them. This will be the 12th. Oh, see another comment. Where do you keep all your video files? Well, I've actually rented out a small space at the Pentagon where they let me store these. No, that is a very good question. Because I have maxed out so many 2 terabyte hard drives, I'm not even kidding. Especially since I made the switch to HD in 2010. Before that, I used VHS tapes for the longest time, which of course were very small video files. It was a pain, now that I think about it. Until 2010, when I would put a video on YouTube, I would film it on my VHS camcorder. I would run that through my TV. I had a DVD recorder that I would record it onto a DVD. I'd put the DVD into my laptop, or my computer. I think I had a desktop at that point. I'd put the DVD in there. I would rip it off the DVD into an MP4 file. That's how I got all my classic Christmases. I had to do that for not just Christmas, any video. That's how I had to do all my videos back in those days. And then I got my HD camera, which of course you just plug into the computer. You get the video off it, simple enough. But when I got the HD camera now, all these files are like 300 megabytes, 1 gigabyte, 2 gigabytes, you know, for, you know, an hour worth of HD video. So that stuff adds up fast. And that's before I edit it and do all the extra stuff to it. So yeah, we're looking at gigs upon hundreds of gigs of Christmas videos, birthday videos, all that stuff. So where do I keep it? I've got probably like 5 different hard drives, external hard drives. Some of them, I mean, they're all backed up. There's a lot of redundancies. This is also like my 3rd laptop that I've had since 2009. Or 4th? No, 3rd. This is my 3rd laptop. No, I just jinxed it. This laptop has actually lasted me a long time, I gotta say. Yeah, and what ends up happening is, whether it's a desktop or a laptop, I end up filling up like almost my entire, you know, C drive on the computer, and I end up having to go to an external hard drive, which actually I'm using one right now. This is a 4 terabyte. Right now, I'm working off a 4 terabyte external hard drive since 2019. So keep this in mind, all right? I started with 4 terabytes in the beginning of 2019 until now, or almost at the end of 2020. I've used about a little more than 2 terabytes of that. So I'm a little more than halfway full on the 4 terabyte hard drive. So by like 2022, I'll probably have to replace this and go to another one. And then back up to 2019 and 2020 stuff, because I want to make sure that I have them on at least 2 different hard drives, just in case one goes down. And then of course I've also got YouTube as a last-ditch emergency backup, because I can download my videos from YouTube sometimes, but I don't want to really rely on that, because who knows what could happen with YouTube. So yeah, where do I keep my video files? All over the place, and they are labeled. Actually, Corey, you might appreciate this. I have the entirety of Blockbuster 3 on 1 hard drive. It's also backed up on a couple other ones, but there's one that specifically says Blockbuster 3, and it's every scene, it's every outtake, it's every part of Blockbuster 3 is on this 1 hard drive, and I think it's like, that hard drive is only like a 300 gig hard drive, and it's like 130 gigs of it is all the footage from Blockbuster 3, because we took a lot of footage for that movie. Of course, that movie was 3 hours long, plus the outtakes, so we're talking about hours and hours of HD video. And same thing with the Molotors, those add up too. Okay, that was the last thing asked. I keep thinking I see stuff pop up. It's really hard to see, especially when I like lean back on the couch, which I like to. I don't really like sitting like this. I prefer to sit like this. Which means in retrospect, and maybe I'll keep this in mind for the countdown, although maybe not, because Because when I do the countdown, I kind of tend to move around a little bit more than I am right now. I'm being pretty calm about this, because this is just what like I said, I want this to be a relaxing Christmas experience. I like how Justin just stopped on to say Merry Christmas and just left. It was still nice that he stopped on. It's weird how many people I know from all these different spots. And it's crazy. So I've got another question. Making me sit up again. I feel like an old man. Can't even sit up. Planning any... No movies. I actually haven't been asked that question in a while. If you mean like movies, like major movies, I really don't know what the plan is. I've sustained Bobby Productions for a very long time, but I technically haven't had an original movie since 2014, which is when Blockbuster 3 came out. But I've still had hundreds of videos every year. In fact, I like to brag that I have posted at least a video a day since, I think, like early September of 2019, so almost like a year and like 15 months or so, something like that. So every day since that September date, I'd have to look it up what date it is exactly, I posted at least a video. Now that counts my Twitch streams, that counts my classics, that counts the current stuff like tonight. I'll probably post this video tomorrow. So I mean, there's still plenty of stuff, plenty of content for Bobby Productions. But I think the days of me making like original films like Blockbusted and all that, I think that's over. And the only reason I say that is because as time consuming as I mentioned making the montages is, it's even more consuming to do the videos. Because first I got to write the scripts, then I got to physically do them. And Blockbusted, The Return of Yaden, I do enjoy Yaden. I was thinking of that the other day, just like, is your name Yaden? Yes. Come here, you. Frankie went to take a nap. He wants to say Nugget Coke. God. Frankie, I gotta say. Actually, I'm really excited about seeing you guys on the 20th, Corey. You and Frankie. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I think you're going to really like what I got going on. As I think everybody will. But yeah, Yaden Origins. No, bring back You guys realize that Blockbusted, between the 3 videos, because it was a trilogy, it's like, I'm not even kidding, it's like 6 hours long. Like, Blockbusted 3 is like 3 hours, Blockbusted 2 is 2 hours, and the first one was like a little over an hour. So, I mean, you guys got like over 6 hours of Blockbusted. Like, how much more Blockbusted do you need? Like the premise really didn't have enough material for 1 movie. I stretched it to 3 movies, and I still hear bring back Blockbusted. Blockbusted was a movie that I made because I ran out of ideas for movies. Like, you realize that, right? Like, Blockbusted was just an amalgamation of all my other ideas smashed into one. And I got very inventive with it, to my credit, but, you know, at a certain point, it just becomes a parody of a parody of a parody, and it just gets to be too much, I think. But no, I do. Also, what about the spiritual successor? Hey, we're not supposed to talk about that. Like I said, the hardest thing about filming these movies, it isn't even the editing, because the editing I'm used to. It's the actually getting people together to do them, especially now with the pandemic, but even before that. You know, getting people, you know, I might work one day, you don't work, you know, you might work a day, I don't work, you know, then you got however many people we're filming with, if it's 3 or 4 even. Plus some people we don't even know if they want to do it. It turns into a whole bunch of things. Don't get me wrong, if people are on board for it, I would consider it, but it would really have to be a project that just blows me away. 6 hours long, and it was still better than The Hobbit. I can't vouch for that, because I've never seen The Hobbit or any of those movies, but you know, I don't know how Blockbusted 3 is a 3-hour movie. It's technically 2 hours and 51 minutes. It's like almost as long as Endgame, except Endgame was really good. Blockbusted 3 was good, but I don't know. I don't think it had to be 3 hours. I feel like I could have cut like 10 of those scenes out and it still would have worked. And I love Blockbusted 3. But anyway, to be honest, I enjoyed watching it because I like my friend. Yeah, see, that's the thing. But we can still have fun without making a 3-hour movie. Like, I don't know if you've noticed this, but we have fun every time we hang out. And I can film it if you want, if that makes it more movie-like to you. But, like, there are other ways to have fun than having me have a nervous breakdown yelling at Frankie. Because I can do that, too, without making the movie. I'm very capable of yelling at Frankie. In fact, I'll yell at Frankie in 2 days. Hey, 3 days, whatever. No, it was fun. Like I said, it was fun. But a lot of the stuff you're talking about was literally 5-10 years ago now. Or longer. And, you know, that was fun in my 20s. But now I'm an old man, you know. I'm 30, 31. I'm going to be 32. I'm an old man, you know. I can't get around like I used to. I still think it's filmed. It is fun to film. Yes, and the bloopers. Yes, we know. We know. And I like the bloopers too. But what everybody forgets because, well, why would they remember? Because they're not me. Is all the, what do you call it? All the hand-wringing I had to do to get those movies, to get the bloopers. Yeah, it's fun to watch it. It's like making a good pie or something, or a good cake. Yeah, you want to eat the cake because it's delicious. But, like, the hours it takes to make the cake and, you know, the ingredients and all that stuff, like, that goes into it. Like, it's not as easy as, like, oh, this is a fun little movie. Like, no, there's a lot that goes into this stuff. And, again, it is fun to watch the end product. I don't regret it. Like, I love having done it. I love, you know, what we did. I think I said at the end of Blockbuster 3, like, I felt like I accomplished what I wanted to accomplish. And that's kind of where I want to leave it, to be quite honest with you. 31 ain't old. Well, now I'm 32, so it will be old. What video editing software do you use? Predominantly Sony Vegas right now. I had been using Pinnacle. I think I used Pinnacle for Blockbuster 2, actually. Or no, I think I was on... No, Pinnacle was Blockbuster 1. Pinnacle I did Blockbuster 1, and I want to say Movie Hero Forever. And then after that, that was 2010. 2011, I switched over to... hey, what's up, Angela? Holy crap, we got a mystery guest who is not an actual mystery guest. Oh, I should probably hide this bag then, because this is your Christmas gift. Yeah, that's right. I'm not showing you what's in the bag, but yes, that is actually your Christmas gift, Angela. As I live and breathe. What's going on? Hope you're having a nice, I think it's your week off, right? Hope you're having some nice paid time off. You definitely deserve it. You definitely do. Say hello to my little friend here. Sonic the Hedgehog, of course. Presented by Sega. Yeah, we were actually just talking about the birthday bash and how we can't wait to see you there. We can't wait to see everybody there. I mean, I'm not just saying that to kiss up to you. We actually were talking about that. I'm trying to get Brian to go. He says he might. I don't really have a lot of confidence in it, but I hope he does. What's up? Is that emoticon in reference to your gift or Sonic or what? Well, you didn't see the gift. What's in it? Oh, well, what's in it is just a bunch of Christmas joy. And, yeah, you'll have to see in 3 days. I can't believe next week is Christmas Eve, and I can't believe that my birthday's in 3 days, because it actually will be my birthday. It's not, usually the birthday bash is on a different day. It'll actually be my birthday when I have it. Yeah, what's in it is something beyond your wildest dreams. I just set up my PC SOP. I'm excited. I love that Sonic. I do enjoy this Sonic. Yeah, you'll be seeing him soon, too. Alright, that's like the 4th time I've done that now. You missed it earlier. I was drinking this Mountain Dew Merry Mashup flavor. It's actually pretty good. It's no whiteout, though. That was another thing we were talking about. I feel like we haven't talked a lot of Christmas in this Christmas Fireside Chat, but I don't think we talked a lot of Christmas in the last one. I mean, we did. We did and we didn't. Angela, what are your plans for Christmas? What are you guys doing or not doing? My vacay has been nice. Is work crazy? I'm so excited about the party. Hey, Corey. Work? Work has been crazy in the shipping department, particularly, copy center. I've been doing so much shipping. Well, you remember one of those days, but it's like gotten even worse. And for some reason, you guys still don't have any label paper, so I got to keep going to get their label, put it on. I've entered a few labels wrong because there's just so much going on. People get mad because we can't take their boxes for them or something. I don't friggin' know. We got a whole love fest going on here in the comments section. No, it's really cool that I actually can't show in the video just because of the camera angle. I actually have lights on my couch. I had some extra Christmas lights, so I'm like, why don't I light the couch? Because I've never lit the couch before. I light everything in this room but the couch. Can't wait to see you Sunday. Heart. Alright, we got a nice little coming together here. Hope you guys like video games, because we're going to have plenty. But we'll also have some of the classics like Jenga and whatever else. Why is FedEx so bad? That was a random question. I never said anything about FedEx. Actually, FedEx is the one shipping service we don't do. We do UPS and we do some postal service. But be right back. I almost just died from choking on my soup broth going into my lungs. Alright, well get that checked out. That doesn't sound good. Choking, still spelled wrong even after the correction, but that's alright. I know what you meant. Just go take care of yourself. That's the most important thing. Nobody choke. Nobody die. Okay, we've already had enough problems this year. I can't spell today. It's okay, just go. Take care of yourself. You and your file malong and choking lungs. Good, FedEx is bad. What is wrong with FedEx? Hell yeah, it's our first Christmas in the new house, and I'll be... Oh, that's great. What are you going to be cooking? Anything specific? Little A little ham, turkey, Christmas soup. I don't know what Christmas soup is. I just made that up. Please don't die. Sad face. Why do I have to read all the comments like I'm some kind of robot? This is great. Who haven't I seen today? Oh, Justin was on the stream earlier, very briefly. Some of my friends from overseas stopped by real quick. We spoke some German for a little bit. I also had soup tonight. Oh, there you go. I was just kind of kidding about the soup, but apparently that's a thing. Beef and barley, nice. How about Gabby and Mike? Are they excited for the party? I know I am. I'll get the fog machine ready to go. So get ready to not be able to see anything. But I digress. Ay, Figueres dia. Buenos dias. That was Spanish. But I digress. I'm watching John eat things in the movie Hero. What scene was that? You mean the first movie Hero or the second one? I know, like, he gets lured into, like, a trap by jambalaya. Christmas soup is joy, happiness, and friendship in a pot. That's great. That is great. Oh, yeah, just a little heads up, and I'll make a mention of this in the Facebook group, but anybody who's coming to the party, which there's, like, 3 or 4 of you that are in this that are, just make sure to shoot me a text or something when you're on your way. I'll actually check my phone this time, and that way I'll know to be ready for your respective introduction. One thing about this being a smaller party is I don't have to remember like 20 theme songs. I only have to remember like 10, at least to this point. My friend Hector RSVP'd like last minute with his girlfriend, so that was a pleasant surprise. I'm still trying to get Brian to come. I know Liz can't come, but he said he might still stop by. I hope he does. My friend John Lee, of course, will be there, along with the other John, and my Michael Jackson impersonator friend, who we've met a few times. It's really cool, actually, that I'm sincerely flattered that I have so many friends that I can, like, not see a bunch of them and still have a good amount left. Like, that really is weird to me, that I would have that many friends. Remember when John tried to catch a squirrel? Oh, that was Movie Hero 3. That was one of those complete, like, outtakes that wasn't supposed to be in the movie, but it was so funny we had to keep it in. It was like, remember that time he tried to chase a squirrel, and it was like, I don't know how he got that shot, because squirrels are usually pretty squirrely. I will have to text you because I'll be dressed up. Oh yeah, actually, knowing me, I probably won't. I'm completely bad at knowing stuff. But if you come in like Gabby's red Jeep, I'll be like, oh, it's Gabby's red Jeep. Or even your car that I forget what it is right now. I'll probably have Gabby go first. I love how everybody always has a way to do this. I remember 2017, just how awkward it was when Frankie, I think it was like Frankie, Corey, Melvin, and somebody else, maybe even Ben. It was like 4 people, and it was like the weirdest parade ever. It was like, okay, Frankie's first. Walks up the stairs. Okay, we're not sure who's next. And I'm like just watching 3 people, like they're in high school, trying to line up in the right order. And I'm like, who's coming in next? Like, it's just ridiculous. I am dressing up as well. Squirrels are usually pretty squirrely. Bobby 2020. Oh, God. You're going to make me show the ornament again, aren't you? Oh, I just hella dropped that ornament. Hold on. I'm off screen. You will see nothing. I almost just killed somebody's Christmas gift. At the end of the day, was it worth it? I'll say yes. Yes, it was. Ah, that's a shame. Yeah, I'll be cosplaying too. I'll be doing a really realistic Bobby impression, I think. It's Shripple. It really is very Shripplelicious. It's Squirrelicious. So yeah, this is the squirrel on my tree that somebody was asking about earlier. Yes, this is a squirrel ornament. Barely fits in the tree. It's a surprise who I am, though. It's a video game charter, though. Okay, it's a video game charter. Anyway, let's put this guy back on the tree without knocking it over. I'm just going to put it here for now so I don't have to go around again. Because if any of you have seen Christmas Central in person, yeah, there's a lot of stuff in here, but it's very small. You're not going to have a lot of room. There. I can't wait to put on... So Gabby is too, I'm pretty sure, maybe from near. Hey, don't spoil the surprise for me. I want to see what everyone's doing. I think it's going to be great. My God, I love Near. And it fits with the theme. Hey-oh. Yes, this makes me so happy and excited. All right. This is what I want to see, you know. Happiness and excitement bringing people together. And most importantly, a bunch of gifts for me. No, I'm just kidding. I actually try as much as possible not to make my birthday party about me, except for that part where I come in and go nuts. But I try not to make my parties about me. Like, I try to make them about you guys because you're my friends all year long, and you deserve a day of joy as well. So, you know, I have the Christmas Central and just the gifts and everything, and I hope that, you know, shows my appreciation, because that is kind of the goal of it, in my opinion. You know, this penguin slide, oh, that's downstairs. There's actually so much stuff that I can't even fit it all up here. Geez, let me see. Yeah, I was showing off earlier how I can actually turn off all the lights in here by just hitting a few buttons. Let's see here, go like that. And then like that. Yeah, now we at Christmas Central. It'd be dark in here, yo. Say hey-oh 10 times in a row. Hey-oh, 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 hey-oh. I think that was 12, whatever. I don't know. But I digress. Oh, that's kind of cool. You can kind of see in the background how there's like lights on the ceiling back there. Let me do it again. So yeah, see like how they go off now? But then like if I hit this button, then they go back on. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of cool. Alright, I'm going to stop doing that now because I can't be good. I love the new star I got for my tree, by the way. It's really awesome. Again, not to brag, but yeah. I don't know how long this is going to go on for. Get a smart outlet on Amazon. You can turn... Yeah, I actually have one of those. It's okay, but the problem is you can only do like one thing. And as it is, I got too much stuff piggybacked off this. But yeah, no, that would be kind of cool. But yeah, no, there's so much stuff. Like, there's so much stuff piggybacked off these outlets as it is. Like, God, let me just do a quick count here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That's not, 14, 15. Goes into the lights at 16. Probably close to 20 different things going into stuff. Who's doing your intro, Bobby? You're not supposed to talk about that. But there might be one. I'm honestly not sure. I kind of want it to be someone different, but we'll see. Is it a Sonic? No, it's not a Sonic ring. No, it's a really cool star. Last year I had some Sonic stuff in here. It really better be the Sonic ring. I don't have a... I mean, sorry, surprisingly don't have a Sonic ring. The closest thing I got is my Sonic helper here, which I actually got from Sonic Mania. Yeah. Huh, just notice this has the old school volume knob like the old Sega Genesis did. Alright, this has been fun. I don't know if you guys want to talk about anything else. Birthday bash, Christmas, what have you. I'm sure I'm missing something. Every time I talk about this stuff, I always end up missing something. Who likes Christmas cookies? I really like that. You always have I don't always have an intro. I had an intro in 2015, then I didn't have another one until 2018, and then I had one last year. So I've had 3 intros in like 10 years. So, you know. But yes, you know, there might be a part of the party where I mysteriously go missing, just to return in grand fashion while John stands there like this. And that's usually like a pretty good part of the party. But, yeah, that should be fun. Actually, it's always a highlight for me. But Angela, if that's you volunteering, you know, I did enjoy your intro from last year, so I'm not saying it won't happen. I'm not saying it will. We'll have to see right after this. The time Ben chased you on the beach during Blockbusted. Is that a question or just a reference to something? Yeah, the funny thing about all those chase scenes is, I mean, besides the fact of how ridiculously staged they were, is that, like, Ben had no chance of catching me, but, like, I had to purposely run slower to make it look like it was close. Favorite Christmas song, movie, and cookie. That was a good John and it really was. Getting yeah, you know, PS5, I've kind of started to come around on. When they first announced the PS5, I was like, it's too early. It just kind of looks weird. It doesn't feel right. I'm somebody who kind of clings to my old consoles. Someone who clings to my old consoles like for a while, so I've really loved my PS4. In fact, Joe was here when I got my PS4 back in 2016, And, you know, because of that, it's got kind of this nostalgia to it. But having said that, I've seen the PS5. Like, I've seen what it can do. I haven't had the pleasure to play one yet because you can't play the demo models because of the whole virus thing, whatever. But anyway, so no, I'm probably not getting one this year, but, you know, next year, maybe even early 2022, I'll probably get one. I'm definitely planning to. What is John? That's fine, just shows up to ask what John has been up to lately. Well, here, if you missed my earlier impression, this is what John has been doing lately. Hello. But anyway, dying slowly. We all just crap on John, but you know what? John has been to, like, every birthday bash, like, since I was a kid. Like, literally, like, 1998, I think, is the year I met... No, well, actually a little bit earlier than that. But 1998 was the year John and I really became friends. And we went to middle school together. We didn't go to high school together, but then we ended up seeing each other again in college. And since then, we've been, you know... We've always been friends, but, like, you know... God, it's hard to believe it's been, like, 20 years now. And he's been to, like, all these things. Thinking about Linguini. That made you think about John? I really need to watch your blockbuster movies. Thinking about Linguini. Okay, so for some reason I tied those two lines together, even though they were said by different people. I'm like, what does that have to do with anything? It's like, I need to watch the blockbuster movies. Linguini. I'm like, there's no Linguini in blockbuster. Anyway, I don't know. Dying slowly. That's really funny. I mean, that shouldn't be. That's why I miss. No, oh no, you did spell Linguini wrong. That's right. But anyway, Linguini's not an easy word. I'll give you that one. Linguini is not like a first grade word. I feel like I'm missing a question here. You try your hardest. Yeah, you do. Oh, favorite Christmas song. I keep going back and forth on this because there are so many. And like we were talking about TSO earlier. Does John like? Of course, John likes Linguini. Angelo, watch them. They are funny. They're funny. They're not supposed to be funny, but they're funny. I will give you that. Like, there's some serious moments in there, but the serious moments are extremely cringy, so it's funny. That's the best way I can describe it. Favorite Christmas song, I'm just going to go ahead and say it's probably Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You. Just because I can't think of a better example right now, and there's nothing that really gets... something that really gets a party going faster than that song. Like, if you have kind of a downer party, all of a sudden you put that song on and people are just going nuts. You play any Cyberpunk yet? I have not. I had a kind of a vague curiosity in that game. It looked kind of cool, the concept and stuff. It just seems like one of those games that I'd play for an hour and get bored of. But I also heard that there's like major issues with it on the PS4 and Xbox One, so that doesn't encourage me. If it's one of those games where you need a high-end PC to play it, I'm like, nah, not for me. Apparently, Angela's played it. Angela, what was I going to say? Oh, you're talking about the song, yeah. I was thinking about, because I've been doing like the birthday party memes for my birthday party, I was thinking about doing a picture of Sam and kind of editing it to look like a Cyberpunk character. I don't know how she would like that, though. But I feel like I could easily edit like her purple hair to look like one of the main characters there. I still like some of the guitar. Oh, thank you. Some of those are mine. Some of them aren't. In fact, a lot of them aren't. But I did write some of the music for Blockbuster 3. A lot of it was actually like 80s synth. It's actually pretty lame, but I appreciate it. Yeah, there's a lot of good Christmas songs. I also like Happy Christmas, War is Over, which is an old John Lennon song that's been redone a few times. I love Little Saint Nick by the Beach Boys. Underneath the Tree by Kelly Clarkson's a good one. I still think Blockbuster 2 is my favorite. Got it for PS4 next year once all the patches have come out. And we are all over the place right now. We're talking Blockbuster, cookies, movies, whatever. Actually, I don't know if Angela asked my favorite movie. It's been so long now. My favorite Christmas movie, and I think I finally narrowed this down with Brian, is Christmas Vacation. There's some really good ones. And actually, out of all the Christmas movies, Christmas Vacation is like the one that's like not as wholesome. Like most of the movies I like for Christmas are like the really campy, you know, kiddie movies with the moral at the end. Like there's like no moral to Christmas Vacation. It's just like a complete Christmas with the family gone wrong, you know, like stuff catches fire, there's like all this like stuff going wrong, and yet that's my favorite Christmas movie, because it's like so relatable, how you want everything to go right, you know, you try so hard, and just like, you know, the tree falls apart, and like, you know, your family's crazy, and you gotta live with them all in the same house for a week, like it's just, it's everything that can go wrong about a Christmas, and then like the way he like wants to save for that pool, and he finds out there's no Christmas bonus, it's like just so relatable to just regular people, I think. And that's what makes it funny and also a good movie, in my opinion. But there's a lot of really good ones. I love Jingle All the Way, another kind of kooky family one. Yeah, National Lampoon, definitely. That's what I was talking about. Even the beginning scene where they get the tree and they almost get run over by a truck, it's like from the beginning you just know it's going to be just off the walls. And then when he's like trying to get the tree out, or what's he trying to do? He's trying to get the lights out of the attic, and he's like, he hits himself on a floorboard or something, and it's like, it's so predictable, but it's so funny. Like, he's just like looking for Christmas ornaments, and he's like, thwack, gets hit with a freaking board, and then he gets hit with another one. It's like, really? Like, you know it's coming. Yeah, we're talking about National Lampoons. It's so funny, though. See, I actually really like Road Trip. Brian was telling me he didn't like Road Trip, but I mean, the Christmas one's the best one. Just the way it ends with the freaking sewage plant and the freaking grandmother doing the Pledge of Allegiance or whatever. I'm like, what? Like, it was just so ridiculous. But I'm ridiculous. And then, of course, you got The Grinch, which we actually saw the newer one. Angela and I and Ashley saw the newer one, which was pretty good. I just watched the Jim Carrey version again for the first time in a while, and I found myself really liking that one. Remember the scene with the turkey having... Oh, my God, it was so bad. And the turkey's, like, dry as, like, a piece of plastic, and she's like, I knew I cooked it too long. Like, that part got me. Because, I mean, other than the heart being in it, I can kind of relate to that, too, where, like, you know, you make this turkey dinner, and everybody's just eating it. It's like they're just ripping it apart like paper. They're like, this is delicious. Freaking great aunt wraps her cat. That was pretty good. It was pretty good. It has been a while since I've seen it, but I vaguely remember that. Yeah, no, oh God, everything goes wrong in that movie. Everything. Like, if you think you remember it, just watch it again, because there's, like, little stuff that I don't even remember. Like, I think their septic tank blows up. Like, there's just a bunch of stuff that just goes wrong. Like, what's the name of the cousin? Like, Cousin Eddie comes over, and, like, he doesn't have any money, so he starts, like, freeloading off him. Like, yeah, there's just a lot going on in that movie. A lot of great stuff, though. I still want to get a couple more ornaments for this tree. I only got the one for now that I hung on the tree earlier in the stream. The can of Coke, because I do love me some Coke. The soda, not the drug. Damn. Been talking for almost 2 hours. But that's about how long last year's was. It's been great to see everybody, too. I have the movie. Oh, that's old school. I still have some VHS tapes. I actually have a lot of VHS tapes. I have the original Star Wars movies on VHS, episodes 4, 5, and 6. And even episode 1. I actually did not realize that episode 1 was on VHS because it came out in like 2000. Play Phasmophobia? Okay. That's definitely something I will try to figure out what it is. Hi, Angela, you missed me speaking German earlier in the stream in response to some of the other people. In fact, there's a comment on here in German that I understood, but I digress. Play Phasmophobia. I'm sorry, I'm still trying to figure out what that meant. You know what might be making a return for my birthday party, because it will be, is Crossfire. Maybe, if I can get the physics to work out on it. I'm excited. I'm excited about a lot of stuff. And it's kind of cool that I'm doing the birthday bash on my birthday this year. It'll give me like a little... First of all, it gives me a little more time to plan. Because it may not seem like much, but having a few more days to plan is much appreciated. And then after it's over, you know, it's kind of the week of Christmas. So it's like not much of a break. So I get right back into it with Christmas 2020 stuff. But for a day or two, it's all about my birthday bash. It's a game. You don't need to play it, but at least look up Frankie's videos of him playing it. Alright, well, good enough for me. God dang. I'm a tired old man. Let's see if this guitar ever got tuned. Yeah. That was fun. Let's see, I talked about Christmas food, Christmas movies, Christmas music, Christmas stuff. Everybody has Christmas stuff in their house. You know, maybe it's not Christmas Central, but they have their own lights and stuff. One thing I've never really done is, like, lights around the house. Like, I have these projection lights outside that I think look pretty cool from the street, but I've never done the thing, like, where you put Christmas lights all around the shape of the house, and it's, like, super detailed. I don't know why. It seems like a lot of work for something that I'm going to have to take down, which I guess you could say about this, but at least with this, I'm inside. It's not, like, 20 degrees out, and I have to climb a ladder to do it. But I love the way those lights look, which is probably a reason I don't do it, because there's already so much of it I can see. I don't really need to do it to my own house. Especially I'm not outside that much. Here, this is like my sanctuary, you know? This is my Christmas sanctuary. I just come here to be with me. You know, sometimes I put the magic tracks down on the floor, just kind of watch them go around and have little races. I do enjoy the magic tracks. But yeah, what else? I got Angela's gift right here. Got a few other gifts, not too far away actually. We'll be seeing some of those, in the not too distant future. Should be fun. We'll have pizza. So, God, I feel like I'm like 10 years old still. I feel like I was saying all this stuff 10 years ago. Yeah, we're gonna have pizza on video games. It's gonna be great, guys. 20 years later, we're gonna have pizza on video games. It's gonna be great, guys. Oh my God. Wow, you seem very excited about that game. See, my whole rule about a stream is I generally don't end a stream until I've got like less than 3 viewers, because then I kind of feel like it's like kind of winding down. But surprisingly, I've had like 6 viewers for a long time, which is good, don't get me wrong, but dang, that's a lot of viewers. Anything more than 2 is a lot for me. Might have to consider streaming more on YouTube. Which reminds me, and I'm going to plug it again, next week, the 24th, at around 11:30 p.m. this time, well, Eastern time, Christmas Countdown Live with Bobby Gaines. So at midnight, you can see my live reaction to it being Christmas. And those of you who watched the video last year, you know that it's something. And it really is something. And I spent like another hour after the fact just kind of reflecting on it. And that's neither here nor there. I don't really want to get into that right now, because that's just going to be something somewhat natural. I know people think that I script it, but I really don't. It really is just whatever happens at the time. It's hard to really explain what happens when it turns into Christmas. Like it's some magical process. But I digress. I think we've covered a lot of topics here today. It's definitely been a very fun, delightful, actually, fireside chat. I wish the... Oh, I know. I actually still have my shirt from last year, the holiday lighting. Yeah, I didn't get to do a lot of that stuff this year, but I did really enjoy getting to set up the tree with you and Frankie. That was kind of cool. I like kind of those little Christmas milestones on the way. Sometimes it's a warm reaction. It really is sometimes a warm reaction. As Joe Tebow makes his grand return to the chat. Yeah, no, it really is. How is Christmas in California, by the way? Like, I feel like that's got to be weird when it's like 70 or 80 degrees out and it's Christmas time. Oh, there's Randy again, just to tell me I'm a legend. Well, thank you very much. You know, what's funny about Randy is that he has still not met me, and he's not going to meet me, because apparently he's not coming to the birthday party that I invited him to. I'm very sad about that. But, no, Randy has never met me, but he, I do remember Gordon. My favorite hobby is goat. And watching Jingle All the Way, yes, that was fun too. There's certain Christmas movies I always have to watch, and I've watched most of them already. I'm probably going to save Christmas Vacation until a little closer, but yeah, Jingle All the Way is one of them. Elf is another one which I watched recently. I watched A Christmas Carol, but I usually like to watch A Muppets Christmas Carol, which I'll probably watch soon. I usually watch a few versions of that. I watched The Grinch, the Jim Carrey one. I'll pretty much watch whatever Christmas movie's on, to be honest. I actually watched a newer Christmas movie called Christmas Chronicles on Netflix. I think it came out a couple years ago. It was honestly just okay. Like, they made it seem like it was this like critically acclaimed movie. You know, it's got Kurt Russell in it. It's got some pretty well-known actors. And I'm like, okay, I'll give this a shot. And it starts really good. It starts really like emotionally. You kind of get invested in it. And then it kind of just goes off the rails, in my opinion. I don't like when movies get too fantasy if they start realistically, if that makes sense. Like, The Santa Claus did a good job of starting realistically and then going to the fantasy side. This movie kind of just jumped right to it, and I just didn't like it. If you're going to do a fantasy-type movie, it should start fantasy. That's just me. Without spoiling too much of the movie, I just thought The Christmas Chronicles was not what I was expecting. I thought it was going to be more like a real-life type of Christmas story, which is what it starts like, and then it just gets too off into the fantasy side of it, to be perfectly honest. But if it was just the fantasy part or just the real side, I feel like it would work. It just wasn't. You've never seen Elf? Oh, it's so great. See, that one I would not watch. I would not watch, what do you call it? Krampus. I would not watch Krampus. YOLO, Goat Bobby. People still put up the Christmas lights and go all out. Kind of weird without the snow, but definitely. Yeah, you know, to be fair, I haven't seen snow in Connecticut. I think 2017 it snowed on Christmas Day. Not a lot, but enough for it to be effective. Yeah, usually it did snow today, so maybe some of that snow will still be there. Was it good, Corey? I mean, you can ask her that, because I don't watch horror movies in general, but I mean, I can understand the idea of making a Christmas horror movie. It'd be kind of cool, because it's like you're mixing Halloween and Christmas, but, you know, I still don't know if I consider Nightmare Before Christmas, not that it's a horror movie, but I don't know if I consider it Halloween or Christmas. I personally consider it Halloween, even though more of it's about Christmas, just because of the nature of the movie. The fact that most of it takes place in Halloween Town, and even though Santa's in it, they kind of make it more like a Halloween version of Christmas than they do a Christmas version of Halloween, if that makes sense. Like, so, to me, that one's right on the border. And I usually go Halloween on that one. So that's why I watch Nightmare Before Christmas, usually on Halloween or before Halloween. But you can make the case for either, and you wouldn't be wrong, I don't think. God, I really gotta get a better freaking thingy. Bro, this snowstorm has... Oh, snowstorm. Not unusual to go for a walk. Yeah, see, that kind of could be cool, to be honest with you. I remember 2015, I went to Avery Point on Christmas because it was like an unseasonably warm day for Christmas. It was like in the 50s or whatever, and John and I actually went to Avery Point on Christmas night of 2015. That was kind of cool, so I would be kind of down for that, believe it or not. Like, I kind of like the idea of doing, like, different stuff on Christmas. I almost always do the same things on Christmas. Angela, it kind of creeped me out, not gonna lie, because the lore of crime. Why am I reading? You guys can read. Yeah, I think I understand. The premise is he's like an evil Santa, isn't he? He's basically like the It of Santa. Which I can't believe I'm saying this, but I've seen the movie It. Dream world, and then eats their soul slowly. But other than that, he's a really nice guy. So I've heard. Sometimes he's warm. Yeah, no, Joe, we had some great times with our mall tour adventures, and of course, this is the last season of the mall tour, which, if I say the last season, it's going to go into next year because of the pandemic. We had some delays and holdups and whatnot, so there's that. But, yeah. So it's been a fun season, mall tour so far. I don't know how I got into reflecting on that. The end of the year is actually time I reflect on everything, not just Christmas, but, like, you know, I don't know. I don't know why, but I'm like... what do you call it? I'm like a corporate like salesman, like kind of being like, well, first quarter profits are down, but we turned it around in the second half. Oh, here comes another comment. Oh my God, it was a good. It was messed up. It was messed up. And yes, the origins of Krampus are German. I knew that. That is very true. I do enjoy It. The book is, yeah, I don't need any more details than I already saw in the movie. I'm all good on the details. Mall of America. Well, normally I'd say don't spoil it, but nobody's going to watch this anyway that isn't already watching it or doesn't already know me. So yeah, that is probably in the works. They were kids, but no, that's probably one of the worst parts, to be perfectly honest with you. Unless you mean like the whole movie, because I know the second one they're adults, but either way, it's just messed up. I don't know why I've seen them. But that's another story altogether. Oh, God. I am actually loving this, but I can't believe it. I can't believe we've had so many viewers pretty much consistently checking everything out. It's been really nice to see. And I keep reading the comments like I haven't read them already. Does anyone do anything for Christmas Eve? Because I know like a lot of people will actually do their Christmas stuff on Christmas Eve. Like they'll do more stuff on Christmas Eve, and then, you know, Christmas is just kind of a day to rest. Especially in Germany, they do like kind of a 2-day Christmas thing where Christmas Eve is like the big feast day and Christmas Day is like less whatever. And some people just do it that way anyway. My family's kind of weird in that some years we do Christmas and then we go over my nanny's the next day or the previous day. And sometimes we just do it all in one day where we just do like 2 or 3 different Christmas type things. So this year I think is going to be a little bit better in that we're going to have Christmas, well, Christmas Eve and then Christmas Day. And then kind of the day after Christmas Eve, and we're going to have like a little dinner with my grandmother. So it's going to work out really nice this year anyway. But they're all a little different. I love every Christmas for on and on and on. For all time. Let's just say I'm married to Christmas. You know, I'm not leaving you. Not leaving you, Christmas baby. You mine. You my honey. Yeah. Well, the view counter is going nuts. I'm just going to keep going until we're like at less than 3 viewers or even 3 viewers because we were starting to get down there. We were down to 4 viewers, but now we're back up to 6, and I don't want to let you 6 people down. Although nothing's going to beat last year's Christmas Countdown. Like I said, that was so much freaking fun. Oh my God. Just the lead up to it, and then Krampus shows up. Well, except for that part. Yeah, I don't want Krampus to show up. That would really Krampus my style. It really would. I actually have nothing to follow that up with. For once, I'm speechless. It doesn't happen often, but when it does, it's something. I'm just glad to be done with Staples for the next, I don't know how many days, but I just needed a break. I mean, I might get called in, I don't know, but at least for my birthday and a couple other days, I don't have to go to that freaking hell. It's been really busy with the shipping and everything, and people getting mad at you for like no like controllable reason. It's like, oh, what do you mean there's nobody working here? I'm like, there's nobody working here. We're too cheap to hire anybody. Like, that's not my fault. I can only do so much. I just hate getting yelled at for stuff I can't control. Like, if I mess up, okay, but like, I didn't even do anything. But I digress. So just to have that break will be nice, and to, you know, have all that stuff. I'm not on vacation, but it's just the way my schedule works out. I'm not back into like Monday or whatever, so actually, no, I don't think I'm into like Tuesday. But yeah, no, I got like a few days off, thankfully, because usually what happens is I'll have to work like the day before and the day after my party, and then like the day after Christmas and all that stuff, and it's like, great, I got to enjoy like one day, and then I got to go back to pretending everything's great, which, you know, it's whatever. I always like the end of the year. I'll admit I slack off a little bit more, but I don't know. It's just kind of, it's whatever. No, but no, I'm not on. I've never really had a formal vacation before. Oh, that's not true. I had 1 year, 2012, where I went to the DJ show, and I took my week paid off for that, and that was cool. I went to Atlantic City. That's the closest I've had to a vacation where I actually like did something and, you know, went on a little bit of a, not a shopping spree, but I went out. Had some fun. Actually a lot of fun getting out of my comfort zone there. But no, I really, other than this year because of the pandemic, I haven't had too many days off this year. I've had some, but not because of the usual reasons. But yeah, no, vacation does not exist for me. I get a couple days off here and there, and even on those I'm doing something. But wouldn't have it any other way. That's how I roll. I'm always doing something. I'm always inventing something. You know, every time I think, you know, I've kind of come up with all the ideas I can come up with, I come up with something else. Like these Fireside Chats, which will now probably become an annual thing. In fact, they will become an annual thing. I didn't start doing that till last year, so I'm going to keep doing them as long as people watch them. I might even do another one like after Christmas, like maybe the day or two after Christmas, just to ask everybody how their Christmas was, some of the, you know, good and bad and all that stuff. Because I like hearing that stuff, you know. That's always been my thing, is that I like to think. This is actually chronologically impossible because of time zones, but when I do my Christmas countdown, I like to pretend that there's like millions of people all over the world also going like, yes, Christmas is here, like, even though it's not Christmas at the same time everywhere, and not everybody in the world celebrates Christmas, but assuming they are, in my fantasy world, there's like billions of people just screaming that it's Christmas in whatever language they speak. But, you know, that's just it's like a Disney type of ending. Still can't believe you've never seen Elf, speaking of like Disney type movies, even though it's not a Disney movie. It's just, it feels like one. It's a great movie with Will Ferrell. It's funny. It's funny, but it's not like crude funny like some of his other stuff. Like, it's just funny because it's funny. That's what I like. I like when a movie can be funny without being like sexual, like innuendos and stuff. Like, it's just funny. I mean, there is some of that stuff, but it's not really like the point of the movie. It's basically a PG movie. A couple PG-13 moments, but really not much. And it's still really funny. And it still conveys the message. Which I won't spoil for you because you haven't seen the movie. But no, I'm not on vacation. And I am getting ready to rock and roll here. Coming up on the big week. Christmas week. This is like my Super Bowl. You know, like, this is my thing. Everybody has their thing that they prepare for all year or all month or whatever. This is my thing. This is my finale, so to speak, you know. Between that and the birthday bash, which is kind of a glorified Christmas party, like, yeah, this doesn't get much better than this. It really doesn't. And it's going to be great. And then the week after will be great. And then the week after Christmas, I know I'm getting a little ahead of myself here. The week after Christmas is actually pretty good. Because it's kind of like the year's pretty much over, but it's technically not over. It's like, you know, the 26th to the 31st is just kind of there. I don't really do much for New Year's Eve. I never did, especially this year. think I went to a New Year's Eve party last year. I doubt I'll be doing that. But, no, last week is, like, really nice to just kind of relax. And, like, I don't know. I know, I've said the word relax a lot, but that's just a word that resonates, I think, with all of us right now. Sometimes you just gotta relax. And speaking of mall tours, which nobody was, but I think this year's mall tours are done. I don't think I'm gonna get another one in. I talked about maybe doing one like the 22nd or something right before Christmas, but I don't know. We'll see how things play out. If not, I had a great run. We went on 13 mall tours this year, including the last one in Natick, which was really cool. That video will be out soon. And then, of course, all the other ones, going to Burlington with Angela, and Buckland Hills. We've been to quite a few malls. Trumbull, West Farms, Emerald Square, again. So many. Westfield Garden State, which is actually how the mall tour started, which is pre-corona. I actually wasn't wearing a mask on that one because nobody was. Jeez, it's been such a crazy year. I actually consider myself lucky that it's ending as well as it is, you know, considering how it started. Oh, got another comment. Another comment. Must read it. You still thinking of doing YC? Mystic Village before the end? Yeah, if we have time. I mean, I would love to go to Mystic Village. Yeah, it really does sound like fun. Actually, I might do that rather than Yankee Candle, even though I love Yankee Candle, just because I quite honestly don't know if I have the money for Yankee Candle. Mystic Village isn't as far, and it's still pretty cool. They got a lot of Christmas stuff. I don't know if they have dine-in, but I would totally go to that pizza place again, because that place was awesome. But yeah, no, I would go to Mystic Village. I haven't been there in a while either, and I feel like it'd be nice. I want to go to Yankee Candle, but it's a lot of driving, and it's kind of a lot of money right now, considering what else is going on. I think I just put it off too long. Usually I go to Yankee Candle in November, and just a lot of stuff was happening, so. I mean, if you guys want to go to Yankee Candle, I'll still give it a shot, but, you know, Mystic Village I think could be a nice alternative. Let's go! Alright, let me get my car. See you guys later! That would have been really funny, actually. You just hear, like, my car start. Actually, you probably wouldn't, because my car's kind of stuck in snow right now. Yeah, Yankee Candle, I mean, it's not even that it's a far drive, because I think it's a little over an hour, which I do a lot, but it's just the nature of the drive. Like, you got to go through Hartford, then transfer to Springfield, then go on the highway, which I don't even know. I mean, technically they're not allowing people in Massachusetts because of the thing, but I also have never been caught, because I've gone to Massachusetts a couple times, but it's just a lot more, whereas if you go to Mystic, you just go over the bridge and you're there. And also, I mean, they have stuff. They have Christmas stuff. Like, I could look at the ornaments and stuff. That place is open. I went 2 weeks ago-ish, Mystic Village. We all meet in 20 minutes. I don't think they're even open like this late. Gotta run. See you, bye. Merry Christmas to you, Joe. Thank you for stopping by. Hope you enjoyed the fireside chat. I know we kind of got off at some really just bizarre subjects, but that's kind of the point of it. So, no, this was a lot of fun. Thanks, Joe. Enjoy your Christmas on the beach. Tell Anastasia and the family I said hi. And, yeah, keep on Christmasing. Sometimes they're warm. Merry Christmas, Joe, man. Oh, that's right. You have met Joe. He was at 2016 birthday. Man, I've done so many of these. I was mentioning earlier how this will be the 9th birthday bash that I've done the introductions for. It seems like I just came up with that idea. And I've done it 9 times now. Like, or has it been 9 times? This will be the 8th time, I'm sorry. But still, that's a lot of times to do that. Because when I started the introductions, there was no fog. It was just me with the microphone. And then the next year I added the fog. And then a couple years later I added the bubbles. It was like every year I just added something. We should all plan and go together in the evening. I'd be down for that. I'm actually not doing anything tomorrow night. Or tomorrow evening even. I don't know how late they're open till. But, or even, what was the date? The 19th. I do need to get ready for the party, but that doesn't take that long. And then, yeah, no, I'd be down for that. I just want the pizza place. I don't know why. It was such a nice pizza place. I love that brick oven pizza. So good. Was it Mangoes? I know Gabby recommended it. I even like that apple cider place. I don't know if they're open this year, or if I can even find it. God, I got lost finding that thing. The lights. Oh, dang it, I do want to see pretty lights. What about, yeah, Saturday? Saturday would work, like I said. Like, instead of going to Massachusetts, just go to Mystic. I would totally do that. I like how we're just planning a trip on the live stream. We're just like, yeah, this is where we're going to be. This is where we're going to be on Saturday if you want to stalk us. We'll be right down the road. And I don't think anyone knows where Mystic, Connecticut is, but anyway. I think the only people left are us anyway. Let's go to the videotape. Wait, do I count as a viewer? I show up in my own viewers list. Why would I be one of my own viewers? It's like even I don't like me. Why am I watching my video? Look how, so far we've had Randy and, who's the other guy? Randy and That's Fine Productions chimed in just to say random things and leave. John would probably want to go. Yeah, he can go if he wants. It's going to be kind of like a nice little Christmas-type excursion, though. I don't know if he'll like that. Like, I do want to look at stuff. I want to look at, like, the different candies and ornaments and stuff like that. There's still, like, 1 or 2 more ornaments I want for the tree. I don't know what they are yet, but I'll know them when I see them. But I wasn't planning to ask him. Oh, good. I mean, oh, no. I don't know. I'm going to see John on Sunday. I don't know if I need to see John that many times. I might even see him tomorrow. I mean, you know, who knows. Gabe may be able to go, depends on work. Yeah, well, Gabby I like. I like seeing Gabby. But yeah, no, it's going to be great. It's going to be good. The thing with John is that I asked him, I was like, oh, you looking forward to the party? He's like, I just want the pizza. I'm like, well, there's always pizza. Like, that's not anything extraordinary. Like, I mean, yeah, I like pizza too, but that's not really... The best thing you could say is you want the pizza. That's probably not a good sign. But it is good pizza, though. But, oh, I just dropped the freaking remote again. I'm just going to leave this here before I hurt myself. I haven't actually looked at Mystic Village. Yeah, you know, although I went last year with Gabby and Angela, but I think that was... No, that was November. Didn't look very Christmassy, though. Well, maybe it was, like, early November. Yeah, I do enjoy fun plans. Yeah, let's do it, fam. So pretty. Lights are so nice. I can't believe I just said fam. God, it's almost more cringy when an old person tries to act young. I'm too old to be saying fam. It's lit, fam. But I digress. Oh, how I digress. I just ran out of things to say. I just realized I was just like kind of looking down at my screen like, yep, this is a nice screen. That's not as bold. But yeah, I am looking forward to the Christmas countdown next week. I'm probably not going to do the long ramble I did last year because I had this whole speech planned out. I can't give that speech again because we've already heard it, but we'll see what happens. Everyone go check out... Actually, that advice is good advice. Thank you, Randy. Chaos Blur, the twitch.tv/Chaos Blur. Check me out there. I've been there way too often, but I'll probably be there some more in the next week or two. Because after the Games of Christmas Past series is done, I'll be doing Games of Christmas Present, in which I play the games that I get for this year. So we'll see how that goes. But, yeah. Thank you for the plug, Randy. Like I said, Randy's a good friend of mine who I've never met, but I consider him a good friend anyway. I like to think so. And, yeah. Send the link. I don't want to tempt fate by trying to type during the stream, but I will send the link eventually. Or one of you guys can. I don't know. You know, it's Chaos Blur. It's my eyeball is the logo. It's literally like my eyeball in green. So is the Mystic Village happening this Saturday? It does appear to be looking that way. What I want to know is the Mango's Pizza happening this Saturday? Because I am all over that. Plus, I wouldn't mind snagging an ornament for my tree. Maybe some other stuff. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how I'm feeling. I'm a little bummed that Sam can't make it to the party, but I know she's got like a long drive. I want to see if I can get Brian to come. I'm still waiting for like a surprise guest or something, but I guess I can't wait for that because that would be a surprise, so I wouldn't know it's coming. Dang, this is one of my longer ones. I'm enjoying it though. This is what I wish NetGains was more like. Okay. Well, that seems like a confirmation to me. Alright, all those in favor of going to Mystic Village, say aye. Actually, I might find some stuff for my grandmother there. I don't know what, though. Where is Sam? She's... I don't know where she lives, but it's pretty far away, like, compared to where she works. I think Torrington or something. At least well, that's what she told me. She said probably not, just because I think she works at night, and I think it's like a long drive. Yeah, they moved. Favorite burger. Okay, Randy just asks these random questions during every stream. Favorite burger, like, from what place? Or, like, from what, like, thing? Wait, what is... Are people just typing one letter? They moved. I. And where did they move to? Favorite burger. I'm still on this question. You ever been to Bobby's Burger Palace at Mohegan Sun? They make some really good burgers, but I don't know if I'd call that my favorite burger. It's an hour from Staples. That's pretty far. Torrington is so far. Oh, that's what that what was for. I was like, what? I don't know. How about you, Randy? What's your favorite burger? I'm going to start throwing these questions back at you, because honestly, half the time I don't know how to answer. And that's not because they're bad questions. I just never really thought about it. Like, there are very few burgers I don't like, but there's not like my go-to burger where I go, oh yeah, that's the one I gotta have right now. How about like favorite Christmas episodes of popular TV shows? Because I was just thinking about this, how I Met Your Mother had some really good ones, but I actually really love the season 2 episode, How Lily Stole Christmas. That's like one of my favorite Christmas episodes. Like, it's just got everything in it. Like, it kind of makes fun of like a lot of different tropes about Christmas things, but it's also like really funny. That's one of my favorite Christmas episodes of a series that I watch. Seinfeld with the Festivus, where it's actually George's father makes up a holiday called Festivus, which is like basically like a knockoff of Christmas. I thought that was a pretty clever idea. And I guess that's based on a true thing that like one of the writers did that. Let's see what I've missed here. Randy is on next level, top 5 burgers. You haven't even told me what the first one is. That is like the north side of the state. Let's all talk about how far Sam lives. Man, she lives too far away. What's the deal with that? What's Sam's top 5 burgers? Are you good at ping pong? I swear you're just making these up. Sadly, I have to log off for the stream. I got to chime in and hang out with everyone. I'm excited for Sunday. All right. Got a weekend to Corey coming up. American Dad had some good ones. You know, I've seen American Dad, but I have not seen the Christmas ones. I know Family Guy had one where, like, Lois flipped out over paper towels or something. Like, she was trying to plan Christmas, and it was like, they finally got her to calm down. They're like, we're out of paper towels. And then she just goes nuts and starts beating them all up. And then I think, like, Chris goes, oh, I found the paper towels. Something like that. But yeah, I would say Merry Christmas, Corey, but I'm going to see you again. But anyway, yeah, Merry Christmas, Corey. Merry Christmas, everybody. Because we'll also be wrapping it up soon. But hey, we've made some plans here. Sounds good to me. Favorite mall you've been to? I still have to say Palisades, but it's close. It's close between Palisades, Natick Mall, and Providence Place, I'd say. But I've also been to Providence Place so many times, it's almost becoming like Buckland Hills, where I've been there too many times. But it's a good one. It is a really good mall. So far, we're at like the end of the stream, but I've really enjoyed the energy from you guys, everybody. Earlier in the stream, we had a lot of people. We had a lot of people in the middle. Like, there really hasn't been a down point of this stream at any point, which is great. That's really what I wanted. So whatever we talk about, and I don't know how much Christmas we've actually talked, but whatever we talk about has been really great. And I'm still wearing this awesome sweater that Corey gave me, so that alone makes it kind of cool. Yeah, favorite mall I've been to is definitely Palisades. 4 floors, just a lot of cool stuff to see and do there. They got pretty much everything. They got a box lunch, which I know Angela likes. Ferris wheel. I don't know if that's working right now, but you would think it would be Destiny USA, because that's the biggest mall I've been to. And while I like Destiny USA, it just didn't have a good flow to it. I don't know how to describe that. It was like, one of the floors was like, you bring the fire, yeah I do. One of the floors of Destiny USA was like bigger than the other. I don't know, it's hard to explain. It just didn't feel like a mall that, like, I didn't hate it, but I also didn't like love it. I don't know what I was really expecting. That sweater is cool, not gonna lie. It's not a bad little sweater. I love this sweater. Hey-o. Yeah. But I got some new stuff that I'm gonna probably show off for Christmas 2020. But I still love wearing all this stuff. I got a lot of Christmas stuff, that's not surprising. And of course, Pox Lunch, I figured that would get your attention. Oh my god. Favorite movies of 2020? Well, let's see. There's been all of 3 movies. I actually was curious about seeing Wonder Woman 84 because it's like releasing on Christmas Day, but like it's only streaming on like what do you call it? It's only streaming on HBO or something. I don't get it. If it was streaming on like Netflix or something, I would totally watch it. But yeah. What was I gonna say? Favorite movies of 2020. I mean, I'm a little biased, but definitely the Sonic movie. But if more movies had come out, I don't know. But not that many movies really came out, so I can't really compare it to much. But as far as movies I saw this year, definitely the Sonic movie, because that is a movie that I saw in a theater in 2020. One of 2. I also saw Birds of Prey, which was alright, I guess. But no, the Sonic movie really killed it. I really love that movie. I'm excited that they like announced the sequel like a week after that movie came out. Like, I thought there was a chance to be a sequel, but they like left no doubt. Like, as soon as that movie ended, they were like, okay, we're going to make a sequel now. Like, I'm like, sweet. Like, that was very unexpected, but well, good. Because my only criticism of that movie was that if that was the end of the series, that might have been a little disappointing. Read episode 28. Let me see if I understand this now. You showed up to the chat 2.5 hours into said chat just to tell me that. It came out December 25th last year. It's not quite 2020. 1917, so amazing? Wait, what? What came out? Oh, no, the movie. Okay, I was like confused by all the dates there. Yeah, that was a movie. How do you think the Celtics are going to do? That's hard to say. They didn't really add anybody. They lost Gordon Hayward. They weren't very good at the end of last year, as you know. I was very critical of them there. I think they'll do better than people think, because I don't think a lot of people are really expecting much from them. But I think they're going to be where they always are. I think they're going to be like a top 3 team in the East. They're not going to beat Milwaukee. They're going to struggle with Brooklyn because they have Durant now. They're going to struggle with Philly probably a little bit, depending on what happens with James Harden. I think the Wizards got better. I just feel like the Celtics just stayed the same. Maybe even got a little worse. So I think, they could make it to the Eastern Conference Finals, or they could lose in the second round. I don't see them going much further than that. But I still look forward to watching them. I mean, they're a fun team on a night-in, night-out basis. It's nice to see Tatum and Brown working together. Marcus Smart's always a good story, but that's all they are right now, is a good story. Until I see them win a championship, that story doesn't have the ending that we want. But that said, one of my favorite things to do on Christmas, besides drink Coke, is watch NBA basketball. I don't know what it is. I am a basketball fan, but not hugely so. But whereas Thanksgiving has football, I like how Christmas has basketball. Like, it just feels right. I don't know why. Maybe because it's an indoor sport. It just feels right. And I hope they bring back the Christmas jerseys, because last year they didn't have the Christmas jerseys, and that just felt wrong. I'm sorry, but it did. If I don't get laid, I need to put what? I guess pizza will suffice instead. Where did that come from? I made no such deal. Although now that you're here, I guess I will tell you that you will get a gift. It is not pictured here. We've already established that this is actually Angela's gift right behind me, but you will get a gift of your own. And depending on how shipping goes, a part of your gift might not be there by the 20th, and the snow probably did not help with that. But just be prepared for that potential disappointment, among many others, on December 20th, 2020. Yeah. My own noggin? What? Okay, well, there you go. Fine, I guess pizza will... Yeah, I don't know, Angela. I don't know either, but yeah. But I do enjoy Christmas basketball. I really do. Can I get a sneak... No, I can't give you a sneak peek of your gift. That's not how this works. I give you a sneak peek of this. There you go. It's your name. Congratulations. It will be very big. What will be? The gift or the whatever? I don't even know what we're talking about. We got like 3 different conversations going on at once here. I do love how I've talked to Randy like more than like a lot of people. You asked where did that? Oh, very clever. I get it. Very, I guess for you, original. Actually, not really. We were asking about favorite movies of 2020, if you want to chime in there. I said it was Sonic the Hedgehog only because there's only been a few movies that really were released this year, so my own bias aside, I still would say Sonic the Hedgehog because there were only a few to watch. Yes, I know. I know what you're referring to now. OFG the note. Yes, I know, you said you're not. We're already past that. That's the thing about live streams is like people don't hear they don't answer me until like 5 minutes after I say it, and it gets very confusing. But I digress. Favorite video game of 2005? What? Why? Why 2005? I mean, yes, that was a good year for gaming. That was when I had a bunch of DS games like Mario Kart DS and Sonic Rush and all that fun stuff. Shadow the Hedgehog, which you saw me play, which was actually not that great a game, but I plowed through it. Actually, Shadow the Hedgehog had some pretty cool Sonic Adventure 2 moments in it, but that's beside the point. You said my noggin. You mean my egg noggin? Ew. I'm getting tired. I'm getting tired. In between all the lights and this sweater, it is actually really hot in here. So, yeah. God damn it, I gotta read things again. Batman Begins PS2. I like how you even knew. It actually does sound like about the time it came out. I did not have a PS2 back when they were actually popular. I have a PS2 now. There's some pretty good games on it. I actually might be one of the few people that likes the game Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks. It was the one where it's like more like a, regular video game where you go around beating people up. I like that game. It's not like the other Mortal Kombat games, but I like it. Speaking of games, we'll be able to talk about all that at the party. Bobby's Birthday Bash 20, baby! Do enjoy Bobby's Birthday Bash 20, baby. I guess I haven't shown Enrico how I can turn the lights on and off in here. It's kind of cool. Favorite video games of 2001? Oh, that's easy. That's Sonic Adventure 2. I'm out. Got to finish with my PC. I'll talk to you later. I'm finishing editing my song. And then you're actually editing your song? Oh, that's kind of cool. I guess Melee would be up there, but as a Sonic fan, I got to say Sonic Adventure 2 because that technically did come out in 2001 on Dreamcast, 2002 on GameCube, but 2001 was the original release, and that's one of my favorite games of all time, so I gotta go with Sonic Adventure 2 on Dreamcast. But that's just me. And now it's dark. Let there be light. But not too much light. Ooh, it's kind of cool. Can't really see it in here, but there's like a blue glow going on here. Now, Melee is an all-time classic for sure. I like how Brawl just came out and like nobody cared about it. I mean, people played it, but it was not like Melee or Smash 4, Smash Ultimate. Like, Brawl was just there. Like, I liked Brawl, but I never played it. I play Smash 4 more than I play Brawl, and I don't play Smash 4 that much. But I guess that's the nature of it. Once they make a new one, you just play that one and forget about the old ones. How are we getting on this topic again? I feel like Randy's just spitting out these random survey questions. Favorite taco? Like, I don't know. It's just be like stuff like that. But I digress. What do you guys think? You like this lighting better? I kind of like this lighting. I know Enrico's going to make some snarky comment. Brawl sucks worse than Oyster. I liked Oyster Jack. You leave Oyster Jack out of this. See, everybody says that now, but I feel like when we were playing Brawl, we all liked it. Like, everybody goes, oh, Brawl sucked. But, like, I seem to recall a lot of playing that in 2008. If you had to eat something for a week straight, what would it be? See, if I say pasta, that includes a lot of things. So I can't really just say pasta because that could be linguine, that could be, a lot of different things. So if I had to pick one specific thing, probably pizza, just because I eat it so much. And if I had to eat it for a week straight, like it wouldn't be that unthinkable just because I eat a lot of pizza in general. But that doesn't mean it's my favorite food necessarily. It just means that if it's something I'm going to eat again and again, I really did not like Brawl. Again, you played a lot of it for somebody who didn't like it. But, yeah, no, I know. Once Smash Bros. 4 came out, you kind of realized how bad Brawl was. Sonic the Hedgehog Nuggets. Wait, what? Did frickin' Frankie take over your account? I mean, alright. Yeah, Frankie really did take over your account. Oh, well. Thought we had finally gotten rid of Frankie, too. I keep forgetting that light doesn't really do much. Turn the tree back on. That does more. There we go. Now we're back on full power. All systems, full power. Alright, well now that Enrico's here, we've basically talked to everybody I know at some point. Including a lot of people, actually. That would be your favorite. That's not a real food. There's no such thing as Sonic the Hedgehog nuggets Unless you talk about like McNuggets that are just like, well, I don't know. Sonic the Hedgehog nuggets sounds like something that he would say. Well, yeah, but you can still be. I mean, I have no way to confirm that you're at your house. You could be at Frankie's right now. I don't know. I just know Frankie's MO, and him saying that would be, well, something he would very much say. Oh, damn. I was surprised. Oh, I know who didn't show up. Marco. Marco was at last year's, and he actually had a lot of fun. Yeah, it's a bit surprising not to see him, but Joe Tebow was here earlier. So were Frankie and Corey, a few other people. Oh, John Lee wasn't here, but I don't know what he's doing. He can't talk to me all the time. Yeah, that's just a who's who of who showed up. Kevin and Ryan were here briefly. Some guy I work with that you don't know was here. I really am home. The roads are terrible. Alright, fine. Favorite pinball game? Ooh. Oh, God, I've been playing some good ones. Dylan, how do you see the Sox doing? Hey, what's up, Dylan? Oh, God, let's see. First I was asked about the Celtics, and I was asked about the Red Sox. The Red Sox are a really curious case, because they were really bad this past year, but I think a lot of it just had to do with them missing a good portion of their pitching staff, and a lot of their young hitters regressing, so assuming things kind of bounce back, even if they don't add anybody, which the Celtics also didn't do. What didn't Angela like? All right, hold on. I gotta answer these questions. I'm gonna say Metroid Prime Pinball for my favorite pinball game, and apparently Angela didn't like pinball. As far as the Red Sox, I think they'll be okay. I don't think they'll be as bad as last year. I don't think they're gonna be great unless they add like another significant starting pitcher, like a Trevor Bauer or something, which I don't see them doing. So I think if Chris Sale comes back and Eduardo Rodriguez comes back and needs anything decent, they need to get a closer and a bullpen. But I don't know. They're more than a few players away from being a really good team. So I think at the very least they'll be watchable, but I don't think they're going to be like anything special. But yeah, apparently Angela did not like pinball at all. But anyway, that Ryan was here. Well, to be fair, he didn't use his name. He was That's Fine Productions. I mean, you act like they're mortal enemies. I mean, they don't really, like, even talk that much. I don't think it was that big a deal that he said, like, 2 lines in this entire video. Angela was much more talkative. And it's not like we didn't know who Angela was. Her name was her username. But anyway. I think you, like, overestimate how much people, like, don't like each other. You're like, oh, they hate each other. I'm like, no, not really. I think she just gets uncomfortable around them. I mean, I enjoy them. Well, it doesn't matter. We won't be seeing him on Sunday anyway. Although I do enjoy Kevin and Ryan. Yeah, they're alright. And you must really be bored if you're watching this. Who's your NFL team? Technically the New York Giants, but I don't really care that much. I know that they kind of started to look good, and then they lost to the Cardinals. You really are John Yakko. You really do just yak on and on and on. Yeah, probably, I mean, my team's the Giants. They are, like, never really good, but then they won 2 Super Bowls, and it was kind of super weird. But the Giants are just kind of there. Then again, that whole division is terrible this year, so the Giants could still make the playoffs, but it's hard to really say. That's one reason I like the NFL and I don't like the NFL, is that, like, teams can go from being really bad to really good, like, extremely fast. Like, the Giants could, like, you know, win 12 games next year. Who knows? Or they could be 5-11 again. Like, who really knows? Damn, I really got to get a freaking transcriptor or something. I'm getting tired of reading all these comments. Eliminate millions of amateur videos I like, so here I am instead. That's not a John Yakko line. Alright. I'm running out of things to talk about. I've been on for almost 3 hours, so unless anybody has any questions that, like, well, I guess they can be sports related, but if anyone has any questions in general, I will now take those, even though I've already been taking questions for the entire time. You know, Frankie actually suggested that I read your scripts on the live stream. I obviously didn't. I have them on my phone, but I didn't. So, you're welcome. So yeah, let's, episode 28, yes, I know. So let's recap what we've learned today. I take way too many suggestions. I really like Coca-Cola. I drank this Mountain Dew holiday thing during the stream at some point. I picked up this freaking guitar at one point and just strummed it once. That was fun. My dad has literally been behind me most of this time, and yeah, I really did not ask him to do such things. That really is coincidence. Alright, fine. What a coincidence it was. What a coincidence it was. Alright, well, I'm excited for Christmas 2020. Hard to believe that it is only 8 days away. Or 8 days a week if you're the Beatles. But, yeah, tomorrow's also the release of McCartney's new album. McCartney 3. Coming out tomorrow. So, anyway. Unless anybody has anything else to say, I think I'm going to sign out. Yes, I think a Let's Go. It could be in order here. I appreciate everybody who tuned in tonight, watching the Fireside Chat. Yes, I know there was no fire. That's been made evidently clear. But once again, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a Merry Christmas. This isn't the last time you'll hear from me. I'll be doing the live stream of the countdown on Christmas Eve, the 24th. Around 11:30, I'll start that. And then at midnight, we'll see the big shebang go down. Stuff's going to get real then. Stuff's going to get real on Sunday. Apparently, Enrico is devastated that this is ending. But all good things must come to an end. I'll read the script. I'm just not going to do it on camera. But anyway. Can't do everything on camera. I do a lot on camera. I really do. Don't sign off. All right. Well, what else? What else do you want to talk about? I got nothing. I've literally talked about. It's been 2 hours and 47 minutes. I've literally talked about almost everything. Now, no, you don't have to give up. But I'm just saying, life sucks. All right. See, this is the kind of negativity I don't want on my Christmas Fireside Chat. Where's your Christmas spirit? Yes. Duel? I just take out my Yu-Gi-Oh cards and just start like playing a freaking game. Actually, I could do that. How would we do that? I can't believe I'm actually thinking about doing it. Like I would just have to trust you that you're playing the right cards or whatever. But that would get mad confusing. I mean, I would show you. I wouldn't show you my hand, but I would show you what cards I'm summoning or whatever. But you're not FDR? Oh, okay, so you finally got the reference. Nobody else got that reference. Yeah, obviously the Fireside Chat was a reference to former President Franklin Roosevelt. Nobody else got that. That's where I got the idea. That was random, though. Yes, I know. What, Romanowski? All right, now we're just making stuff up, but I digress. Oh, it's so exciting. Like I said, I'm just really hot because I'm wearing a sweater and there's lights all over this room and it's just everything's right on top of me. Between the computer, the camera, I got a lot of heat in this room. A lot of heat in this room. That really is from Seinfeld. A lot of heat in this room? Alright, whatever. These pretzels are making me thirsty. Oh, that's right. I do remember FDR. That's funny. I was talking about that earlier. I was talking about favorite Christmas episodes of popular shows, and I just said The Festivus was one of my favorites. Although I also liked, actually I was just watching it the other day, Christmas Eve from New Girl. And, God, what else? A couple, Christmas episode from How I Met Your Mother was really good. But yeah. In fact, I think there's a part of that episode where Nick says something to Schmidt like, oh, what, because of the Jew thing? You know, you say the Jew thing, like, so easily these days. Yeah, that was pretty funny. I do enjoy, what's his name, retired Rear Admiral, like, Garageroo or something. Did you refuse a package for retired Rear Admiral Garageroo? Of course I did. That's a ridiculous name. I do not enjoy... Yeah, I know you don't like it. It's too good. Winston, these names are ridiculous. Freaking Winston, his fake names. You know, there used to be a time where we could go into a place, find a thing, and leave with said thing. Really? What? Stores, Winston, stores. Oh, yeah, stores. But yeah, that's really all I got. Sounds like our Garage-a-roo and Schmidt mess around. Freaking Winston. Alright, it's really all I've got. It says I have 2 viewers, but I have a feeling you're the only one left. Alright. Finally broke your resolve. But now it's been fun. Appreciate everybody logging on, checking it out for a little bit. Fireside Chat. Just another great milestone of this Christmas season. And I am looking forward to the finale. So, till then, I'll see you guys. Stay safe. Stay merry. Thanks for joining me here tonight. Yes, we know.